Oh, goodness. See, without the headphones on, the hair's looking a little bit different. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I did not think this through.
I think it looks great.
I know, but I was thinking most of the time I'm going to be on stream, there's going to be the headphones on, and that's going to do more. Right now I feel like a page boy.
Page boy?
Look, do you not see Page Boy?
I know, I still see Lord Farquaad.
Oh no,
You're Lord Farquaad.
why would you give me that comparison? You're wrong. You're wrong for that.
Honest Page Boy.
You're wrong. You know, if I tuck it behind my ears, it looks better. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. We start playing it. I say we like I'm playing the game. When Narendra starts playing a game that I won't even look up at. I'm just here to chat. I hope that's appreciate it. Have you decided where you're going to be playing? Because there's like numerous maps, right? Numerous locations. Yes? No? Maybe? To you, yes, to you. Where are you going to try and place today? Fifth? You're committed to fifth now. You have to get fifth or better. That's very good. You know, don't jinx it. Oh, see that one is not many. One is absolutely not many.
Hi.
Hey, Bruce Wayne! Lovely to have you here, my guy. Thanks for joining us so quick. Thanks for joining us.
How are you doing, Nonsensei?
How am I doing, Nonsensei? I'm doing okay. I'm here, I'm gonna chat. I can't play first person game. No, you're the first here. You're the first here. You're well on time. You're well on time. I can't play first person games, as you know. So Narendra is gonna be sat in this lovely chair beside me. I'll put it a little bit closer. Narendra is gonna be sat in this lovely chair beside me. He'll be playing, and I'll be talking. Which is why I don't have headphones on. How are you doing? Doing good? I hope it's yes. I hope you've had a good day, a good weekend. Maybe you had a good Friday also, Thursday. Don't know whether I saw you on Wednesday, so I won't ask about that because maybe I did and I can't remember. Maybe. It's difficult. We've done so many streams now that they're sort of blending together in my head. I can't remember particular streams outside of the, you know, finale streams and the 12-hour stream, which we are never doing again. Never. Never ever. Yeah. It's a weird one, that. Already, how many streams do you think we've done, Narendra?
Sensei.
What? Which one?
Just across.
Oh, just in general?
I've done like 50, right? More than 50. Maybe more.
60?
More. I've done 26 solo.
Oh yeah, the solos have really bumped that number.
Right?
Yeah.
They must have.
We must be like close to 80 maybe now.
80. That's... I mean, I'm proud.
Yeah, it has to be. Right?
Has to be more.
It
Can't be 100 already.
We didn't stream every week of the year. Last year, did we? So it couldn't have been that, but maybe like 70, 80.
Getting towards 100.
You just got to stream what? 26 just on. On
Hey, YG.
Just on the reading.
Just on the replay.
Just on the replay.
This is the replay. Exactly. How you doing, YG? You doing good? Had a good day? Good beginning of that weekend? Still got tomorrow, so if today wasn't the day you wanted it to be, there's still tomorrow. That does happen. A lot? lot of what? Oh, a lot of streams. Oh, yeah. I don't want to have to pin a number to it in case my estimation is just outright wrong. But that number really is sort of tracking its way up. I'm pleased. I'm happy. I think you guys are pleased. I think you guys are enjoying the streams. Right? I mean, it's still here, so I suppose you must be. Sorry, Narendra's just giggling to himself in the background to take the piss out of me. Maybe you can hear him just a little bit. My little sound like a gremlin out there. Sorry, I'm gonna keep fiddling with my hair because it's not looking the way I wanted it to.
Put
The headphones on. Yeah, but then I don't think that's the right thing to do. I'm not actually not going to be plugged into anything, so I shouldn't be putting the headphones on.
It's so bad though if you think it's bad.
Oh, you see, I was going to get you there. I was going to get you there.
No,
but you said it doesn't look so bad. I was about to jump in and say, oh, you think it looks bad.
Your perception of it, not mine.
Alright. Oh, you're going to go, YG.
It doesn't even matter.
That's alright, my guy. You have a good one. Take care. Thanks for popping in. If you can, pop by a little bit later. We'd love to have you. You know, we'd love to have you here.
Might be back
How
later.
you see yourself. That's more important.
Might be back later. Appreciate that, my guy. Thanks for popping in. You know, pop in, pop out. Check all about.
Willie.
Narendra! Come now.
Free Willy. The whale. The whale. The killer whale. Free Willy.
One of my favourite films growing up, that was. You didn't like Free Willy that much, did you? As a film.
It was alright. I think one of those movies that was like so wildly overrated was The Whale Rider.
Oh, I liked The Whale Rider. We used to watch The Whale Rider so often. We used to watch it all the time when we were kids. It was just constantly on. I don't know why, but it just was.
I don't know. I don't get it. I thought it was a good movie, and it was always on.
And then
you
you started to dislike it.
No, stop that. This is too much.
Sometimes it's like that, right? When you have too much of something, your feelings change about it. Right?
So,
He's here. This is the fated day.
The boy is here.
Wow.
The girl is there.
Indeed.
And whoever you might be are on the other side of the screen. So, today we are gonna be playing killing some people. We're gonna be playing at killing some people.
Happy early St. Patty's, green circle, green circle, green circle.
Hey, St. Patty's Day, isn't it? It's
Hey.
coming up. Yeah. Well, you know, back in my day, when I was a young stud, you know, I enjoyed something like that. You know, it was a fun time that particular weekend. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not for about 10 years.
Not for 10 years.
Yeah. I stopped drinking real quick once I became of age.
Oh yeah, you got into it and then you went, I'm dipping.
No, because the thing is, in the UK, it's like being in Europe, like mainland Europe, where if your parents are kind of okay with it and they think you're manageable with your alcohol, you know, you drink it like pretty young relative to what the
You're
actual
allowed to drink
age
at
is.
home, right?
You're allowed to drink at home at like 13, I
technically.
think 14,
And you can drink in like a pub with a meal and family
think
at like 15 or 16.
16 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Or
your
like
parents allow
at
it
a restaurant.
at a restaurant.
It's allowed.
But yeah, because I started so early, I got so much practice in so young
Yeah.
that I had like years and years of experience by the time I was 20. And by the time I was 20, I was like, I'm done. I'm finished.
I'm heading out, boys.
I got no more in me. And it was one time, one bad experience, and it was over for me. I always managed to handle the alcohol pretty well, but it just takes one instance of overdoing it.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm finished.
Um,
I'm not going back.
I
And
would
it's been
like to
almost
think
10 years.
It was a good move.
Well,
I would say so at least.
I think it did hamper my socializing
Oh,
as
yeah.
a, you know, young 20
Young
something.
20,
to be
yeah,
honest.
it definitely does.
I think it did, but it was for the better probably.
I would think so. I think
Yeah.
your liver's going to be thanking you.
It
in like
will,
10
it
years.
will, and I mean, I probably would have been like 250 pounds if I'd been drinking over the last like
would've.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like lifting weights the way I was, I would have had a beer belly without a doubt. It
you
would have been.
would've.
I was a big boy, but big boy in like
Can you imagine
like
being at
wrestling
home?
big boy. Now I'm relatively slim, but if I'd been drinking, I would have been a monster.
Can you imagine 2020 being at home?
Drinking like
Just
that?
drink. Oh
yeah,
my god.
would have been horrid,
it would have
wouldn't
been
it?
really bad for our health long term.
Yeah. Would have been disastrous. Hey, Peachy!
Lovely catching you, PG.
Hey, Peachy!
PG, how you doing?
Happy St. Patty's Day, you know? Well, not yet, but, you know, it's coming.
Have you seen Kung Fu Panda 4?
Oh, have you seen it? Was it this week
on,
you was
on
going to see
Wednesday,
it?
he was already there.
before watch Beach here.
So.
Oh, post!
Oh, I told you.
Oh, okay.
I told you.
All right. Peach, give us
1 to
honest
10.
opinion. Honest. Is it better than 3? That's all I want to know. Is it better than 3?
I was going to say 1 to 10.
We can
We can
stagger it.
get
We can
there. We can
stagger
get there
it.
with the 1
We
to
can
10.
go over it bit by bit.
Bit by
there
bit.
you go. Because it made a decent amount opening weekend, but I don't think it's going to be able to get to that 600-700 million type of number because of the opening. It wasn't strong enough, I don't think. Nope, wasn't better than 3. Well, that means it can't be better than 2 or 1.
Yeah.
Because I think 3 is very good.
3 is good, but it's the weakest of the bunch because as a trio, they're all so highly rated in my opinion, right? 2 is the best in my opinion.
Oh,
And then it's 1.
I think they're
and then
all
it's
they're
3.
all good movies.
Oh,
3
yeah.
gets a bad rap. People really rag on 3. But 1 and 2 are really good, and 3 is still very good.
I think it's one of those things where
Hey!
Avengers Rising.
The whole team's here, the whole squad.
Yes, the squad.
Avengers Assemble, baby.
I think with Kung Fu Panda, the first one is good, and normally sequels come out, and either they stay the same in level, or they might dip a bit, or a lot. Kung Fu Panda 2 was better than Kung Fu Panda 1. You topped it, which is wild.
Yeah.
And then, of course, naturally, it's very difficult to top that again. So 3 did dip a little bit, but when you're looking at it relatively, it's a very, very good film across the
Yeah,
board.
I would say 1 is like a 8.6, 8.5. 2 might be in that same ballpark, maybe an 8.7, maybe an 8.4.
I would say...
And I'd say 3 is like a 7.7.
I would say you've got
7.6.
to basically
Like,
bang
it's
on.
still good. It's still very, very fun. It has a
Yeah.
lot of great elements to it.
Yeah.
But if 4 is worse, then are you saying 4 might be like low 7s then?
It's possible. It's possible. Peter said 3 is an 8 to 9 for sure. 8
A 3 is
to
an
9.
8 to 9.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know, but he does think, Peach, that it's the bottom of the first three. 1 and 2 are 10s, and 4
Yeah,
must
10s.
be
There
less
we
than
go.
an 8 then. What did Avengers Rising say?
Avengers Rising said, glad I could catch you guys because tonight I'm looking to check up on Uncle T on Derek Anderson, DA's live stream to see how he's doing after being forced to watch something.
I don't know. Is that America?
It must be an American.
I don't know. He said district attorneys,
Oh,
right?
DA.
So DA's district attorneys. I think they're technically lawyers in America.
Or is that Derek Anderson?
Oh,
DA.
right. With the DA. I don't know.
It could be.
I don't know.
Oh!
Oh! Peach!
Wait, what?
5!
5?
5! 5!
It was just meh.
Whoa,
was just meh.
Peach, that's a shocker, man.
From
5!
you!
Wow, if Peach is giving it a 5, that means in actual terms it's worse than a 5.
It might be a 3.
That means
Stop.
it's worse.
No.
Or it means that it let Peach down in so many ways
That it drops points.
for him, but it might actually be a 6. I don't know. It's tough to gauge that one, you know?
5 is wild.
5 out of 10. Wow, they did people dirty with it in that case, didn't they? If it comes out with a 5.
Yeah.
So were the actual Furious 5 in the movie very much, or were they just not in it at all?
Just partially, a little bit
Yeah.
by little. Because that was one of the things we saw with the first trailer.
Yeah.
We were like, where's Furious 5? You're giving me this new fox, you're giving me this new city.
Yes.
Poe, Shifu.
These weird rabbits.
But the bunny rabbits
Yeah.
that were like, ah!
Mhm.
Right, sorry, that's going to come to bite
Was
me.
that rabbit? I don't know.
No, that's going to come to bite me.
Very little.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
They added all these other elements. I've not really loved Aquafina, to be fair.
Yeah, we're not the biggest fans.
Aquamarine, I don't like it.
Aquamarine.
Ah.
Aquamarine, that's the colour.
What about what's the drink that the in Aqua? You know the drink that Americans have, which is basically just tap water.
It's Aquafina.
It is Aquafina.
I was going to say Aquaphor. No, that's a lip balm.
Aquafina, it's just tap water.
Aquafina.
Yeah.
Oh, there was that
was not
meme
bad in
I
this movie.
showed you. Yeah.
I was like, she wasn't bad in the movie. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Normally she just annoys me, but not
Walk back in the ride, it's
supremely.
grand, so-
Just a decent amount of annoyance.
See, this is something I said in one of the previous streams when Peach was bringing up Kung Fu Panda, and I talked about Aquafina. I said I saw a clip of her in The Farewell.
I don't care, honestly.
No,
this
but
is
she,
the thing.
no,
I
his
don't
thing,
care.
she was actually good, and it's
Yeah,
like,
but I
no,
don't
why are you
believe it.
bringing more of that
But did you
to
believe?
other roles?
Did you believe it though?
Yes, I did. And
I
I was
don't
like,
know.
oh, you're picking your roles poorly then, or your agent isn't bringing you what would actually help you shine as an actor.
You know what the agent's bringing her?
Ha-ha,
Money. That's what.
Ha-ha,
That's what.
money.
The agent is bringing her. Ha ha. Money. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what agent's bringing
That's
her.
what they
If she hadn't done all
bring her.
those things and
It's
been
true.
speaking in different accents
Yeah,
all the time,
she has been
all
doing
over the
that.
place.
She
If she hadn't
has.
done that, she wouldn't have got Shang-Chi, would she?
She wouldn't.
No, she wouldn't. And she was awful in that as well.
You know the guy who played Zuko in the live action?
Yes.
He played Aquafina's brother in Shang-Chi. There was only a couple shots of him.
Okay. Okay, at the dinner table.
I think it was, yeah.
When she was at home.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
that was him.
I like him.
Yeah.
I see. He's actually a good
Believable,
actor.
very
I can tell
believable.
he's a good actor.
Yeah.
I can tell he tries.
Yeah, he
does
does.
his best,
Lots of thought.
Clearly.
and he's actually believable.
Got a
Yeah.
response on the DA.
He does. He did a good job with Zuko as a whole. I respect it. I
But
respect it.
Aquafina, hey, this is not some Aquafina like bashing training,
No,
right?
it's not.
I just don't believe her in almost anything she's in.
No, you're allowed to have preferences
Yeah,
when it
no,
comes
no,
to
no,
things,
no.
even- especially with actors and their believability in roles, right? It's a big part of it. That's
Yeah.
why typecasting is a thing to some extent,
The trilogy good.
right?
KSP4 had a lot of behind.
Hang on, what
Since
did
Shenanigans
Avengers
too
Rising say? Aquafina, I would describe as happy quacky.
Happy, yeah.
Yeah, I get
see
it.
that.
I get it. Yeah, she's a little bit off, but
Not Aubrey Plaza
sometimes
off.
it works, and oftentimes it doesn't. Whereas Aubrey Plaza just seems a little too weird.
Yeah, she seems like she's like from a different realm somehow. She's been plopped on Earth, right?
Like she's just observing everything,
Yeah.
like the Watcher or an alien.
Yeah, she's got this calculated look, but I don't think she's intending it to be a calculated look.
Yeah, but that's because she had that.
Oh,
she
did.
had a stroke
She
when
did
she was
have
like
a
a
stroke.
20-year-old.
No, but the thing is, she leans into it though.
She does,
She
she
does
does,
lean into
she
it.
does lean in.
She did. 100%.
Yeah. And she's got a whole career out of it.
yeah,
so absolutely fine.
absolutely.
Yeah, and she's
Rightly so.
actually so deadpan that she can be funny.
Yeah, it's very believable.
Uh-huh.
She just totally nothing, giving nothing, and you're just waiting on the response, and there's nothing there. And everyone else is becoming uncomfortable because they're waiting for something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, she's just not delivering it, and it
Exactly.
makes it a bit awkward. Yeah.
Exactly. Avengers Rising said, "Wow, lots of talk on
She's
Kung
a
Fu
new first
Panda,
work to
cool."
their own show
And I
before
still
working
haven't
with
gotten a
Shanghai.
response on the DA.
I don't know. We don't know American stuff.
You said it is a YouTuber who hates wokeism, stubborn ego,
Yeah,
when it
I
comes to WB. Oh, so like Warner Brothers.
Oh,
I
sorry. I thought DA
see.
meant District Attorney.
But then, see, I said Derek
But then
Anderson,
this is what I mean. I don't
question mark.
know these acronyms. I don't
it's true.
understand what's going on.
Brit.
Yes, we're European. What do you want?
Yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
are. Here I am being Brit. Like, let me just open it up.
European.
We're European.
Yes.
Um,
Hey, Dragon. No, we're just
Hey,
starting.
we're just
we've
starting.
we've not played one game yet.
We've
We're
been
at the
in here-
beginning.
We've been in here for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
We started real late. I wasn't
Um,
sure if we were going to stream today.
Yeah.
But in the end, I doubled down and said, nah, gotta do it. Even if it's just for an hour and a half. Let's get it.
Peach said the movie was way too safe and had none of the elements that made the trilogy good. Kung Fu Panda 4 had a lot behind the scenes shenanigans too, but that discussion involves spoilers, so I'm gonna hold on this one. Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay.
I appreciate you holding the cards because I don't want to know spoilers because we are gonna see it.
Yeah.
I just want us to enjoy it.
See, the trailers didn't really feel... You liked some of the trailers. I thought most of them weren't great. And the story they were telling felt very repetitive from the third one, from the second one. So,
Sensei and Master.
I don't know if I believed it. I wanted it to be good, but I don't know if I believed it would be
See,
good.
here's the thing.
Sensei.
I'm very much a hopeful person. So even when something isn't looking very good, I normally try to cling onto the things that I enjoy because then I can be like, well, this aspect is what I'm looking forward to because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. Like I understand how difficult this process must be to
Especially
write
animated
things,
stuff, yeah.
produce things, making sure that hey Brucey, cooked. That's not funny. That's not funny, Brucey.
Yeah, they you know what they cooked? They cooked a cock. They cooked a cockerel. They cooked a hotspur just then. That's what they cooked. They spit roasted it. And I looked at it and I was sitting there watching it and I was getting more and more I was getting more and more annoyed.
He was.
I was already annoyed all day,
he was-
and then I watched it and I got real
Guys,
angry.
When I tell you he was sat down, huffing and puffing like he was gonna blow the house down. It was so bad.
Nah, I wasn't
horrible.
too pleased, man. The thing that annoyed me more was the fact that Spurs actually had like 6 or 7 very, very good chances, and they missed all of them. To be fair, they didn't play particularly well, but they had really good chances where they could have scored, and they just didn't put any of them away. They could have won that game. Spurs wouldn't have deserved to win that game, but they could have won
Hey,
it.
they've done many of those where sometimes they don't deserve to win and they slime through.
See, that's not true. Not this season.
Oh,
not
not
this
this
season.
season.
They have played better normally, and they have won.
Yeah, they've
There
worked.
are a few times where they've played better and they've lost, and I'm like, this is just not right. But that's football.
That is football.
Today they
It's a
played
game.
worse and they didn't win, but they could have won, which is the shocking thing. Normally they put away 1 or 2 of those chances, and the game's very different, and we would have won that game if they'd put away a couple of them. But
Didn't happen.
didn't happen.
The odds weren't in the favour today.
No. Plus Postecoglou did make the wrong changes at the wrong time. He waited too long. He should have changed it at half time. As it was going on, I said, no, it's half time now. You need to change it. And you know what? He didn't change it.
He didn't change it.
And he waited till it was 2-0 down. He waited for 3-0 down before there were any changes. I was
late.
looking at him like, wait,
Too little, too
what
late.
have you done? What have you done? The game's over. Any proper change? Game's over. That was the time to change at half time. Make the run. Make the run.
I make the run. I make
Make
the
the
run.
run.
I make the run.
He's saying to do this. He's saying to do this. I'm saying to go here. He's saying make the run. I'm saying make the run. I don't know what's happening. Yabba dabba do. Jose Mourinho, all or nothing.
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Absolute bangers. Absolute you know, I was gonna come out with the line.
No,
but
you
I
can't
had to-
come out with that
I had
line.
to stop.
No.
I was gonna say it.
No.
Well and proper. No, just look it up. There are so many moments.
Yeah.
So many viral moments. Rightly so.
You know. I've got it.
What?
You can say it. I can say it. I can say it. It's going to be risky, but I'm going to say it.
Don't say it.
I'm gonna
Don't say it.
You've got, you know, you.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
You can't.
No. Stop, please.
You
No,
can't.
Please. I like this channel. I like it. I like being here.
I've got to save.
Well, you guys are only 5.
You can't. You can't. You can't be a good Cuntington. You can't. You can't be a good Cuntington. You've got to be a really bad Cuntington. You got to be a bad one. You got to be. You got to be a bastard Cuntington. Cunnington is a nickname. I've seen it.
This is.
Got around it. It's like Huntington, but with a C.
You know what? I think I've just developed a migraine. The stress you are putting me under. Oh my goodness, guys! Can you please tell him to stop, please?
No, it's
a Jose
Mourinho,
Mourinho line.
joke from a documentary series that was a few years ago.
It was really great. Great moments. Look them up. Don't ask him to do it again, please. Please don't ask him to do it again. Avengers Rising said Derek Anderson is a black man with glasses and started his channel in response to Last Jedi's bad storytelling.
Oh,
I
well, we
like
agree with that. The Last Jedi was an abomination.
Really bad.
And it destroyed Star Wars. Yeah, it did. People think it's the Rise of Skywalker, and that gets a lot of flack. It's like, you guys are dumb, right? Are you choosing to be oblivious, or are you just deciding to do it? Because
Yeah.
I'm very, very perplexed when you say that it was J.J. Abrams that destroyed Star Wars when it's clearly Rian Johnson. Because J.J. Abrams gave him the entire universe.
It was open.
He said, you can do whatever you like. And Rian Johnson effed it up.
Yeah,
He ruined it.
He did an FU basically.
He ruined
He'd
it.
be like, you left it open enough. I'm gonna mess everything up and close off all the options, so you've got nothing left to do.
Yep, and
then
then
they
Disney had to go and bring back JJ. They should have just let. If JJ had
JJ
done it
just
from
come
all three of
into
them,
the
done
tri-
it from
the
the
trilogy,
start,
yeah.
Star Wars would still be thriving today. It may not have been unbelievable movie making.
But it
They
would've
may
been
not have been
acceptable.
as good as the sequel, as the prequels,
Yeah.
or even as the original trilogy. But I believe he still would have made a better cohesive story than what we got because of the muddling of that second movie.
I do look at that and it's like, why with IP like that would you jump from someone's story to another person's version of a story, another person? Why are you moving directors when this needs to be cohesive?
Because they had someone very stupid in charge. called Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
She's the smartest person in the room.
Super smart.
Remember, guys, the Panda Stone.
Panda. I was gonna say
This has been
it.
a thing for
I was
years.
gonna
It's
say
only
it.
come to the forefront now because finally some people have the guts to say it. South Park have been probably sitting on this for the last 3
Oh,
years,
yeah.
4 years, and finally we can do this now. It's allowed. Wow. Where were the balls 5 years ago? 6 years ago, huh?
How much
Huh?
more would it have taken for like JJ, please just stay on? Like maybe he was like, I've got other things I want to do. It's like,
Yeah.
no, JJ, please.
It was I'm going to do this one. They planned it out from the start without actually having a plan. So what they did was, when the first one was being filmed, they actually had Ryan Johnson confirmed for the second one. And by the time the first one had been completed, they'd already got the third one to be confirmed by Colin Trevorrow, who was going to be directing the third one. And then, as Ryan Johnson was doing the second one, Colin Trevorrow was like,
No.
Oh, whoa.
I can't do this. I can't fix
I
that.
don't know what he's doing. I need to get out of here because
Oh, God.
I can't fulfill this contract.
Yeah.
Because this is ruined.
This is gonna destroy my career.
He hadn't even come out and he was like, I'm gone. He left,
No,
supposedly.
The thing is, what does that say
Yeah.
to the studio and to the executives there to be like, wait, why are you ducking out? This is like the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. Why are you leaving? Wait, why are you?
Because you know what? Wait. No.
Why are you leaving?
He left because he had Jurassic World. He had that franchise that he did. Yeah.
Billy.
Somehow Jurassic World is a more important franchise in the cultural zeitgeist
Culturally.
now than Star Wars.
How wild is that?
All 3 of those movies made $1 billion. They had no right to make $1 billion.
But you know what?
No right.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
People like dinosaurs. Potentially
People
another one
like
coming out,
dinosaurs.
right?
There's a 4th one.
Yeah.
Apparently Scarlett Johansson's confirmed
Oh.
to be the lead.
Oh, really?
Or at least she's being courted for it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well then.
Is that Scarlett Johansson and Chris Pratt?
Oh,
Because that's flames.
That's $1 billion.
That's billion.
That is-
Again, you got $1
You
billion.
got it, $1 billion right there. Sign me up. Take the check. Take the check now.
Thing is, they didn't get my check though because I still haven't seen the third one.
It's true.
But it still made $1 billion. And I've heard no one talk about that third. Hey, Trulian, how you doing?
Trulian!
I've heard no one talk about that third, that third Jurassic World movie, but it still made $1 billion.
See, that's the thing. It made $1 billion and it didn't. The third one itself didn't have an impact on
No.
culture, but the first two did. First two had big cultural
The first
moments.
one had a huge
And the
impact.
third one rode on those cultural moments. And
Mm-hmm.
because I guess people were like, well, I need to cling on to something, and because the things I enjoy, I'm not enjoying anymore,
Yeah.
right? And yet, it still made that much money.
Mm.
It's kind of wild. Honestly, it is. Dragon Trainer, Non-Sensei Solo Gaming Channel. Maybe.
Push her on it, guys. Push her on it. Push her.
Maybe. I won't give confirmations yet.
I think gaming is the only chance because she's not going to be editing videos.
I'm not. I've
She's
got too
not.
many other
She's too
things.
lazy.
I've got too many other things.
Yeah.
guys.
Sorry, she's
Priorities.
prioritizing other things.
I am.
That's a better way of putting it.
I am. I was just waiting for you to give me some.
No, you are. You are.
Dragon Trainer said, would you rather play in the NBA or the NFL, Narendra? If you had some more hype.
I feel like if it was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, even 3 years ago, I would have gone NFL.
Really?
I was 210 pounds anyway.
Oh, you were. You were a big boy.
And I was pretty quick for that size.
Oh, you were?
I was lifting a lot. You know, I feel like if I was like 20 pounds heavier, I could have probably gone to a tryout. Honestly. 230 pounds, people aren't that big.
Is this just the male bravado speaking?
Yes, it is the male. It absolutely is. It's like, oh yeah, I'm Superman. I could do that.
I could take on a bear. Yeah.
No.
I could take on a bear.
I'm not that. I'm not that daft. No. I'm not that daft. All right. Depends on the bear. Some bears you can scare into submission. Most you cannot. Black bears you are pretty messed with, to be honest. Right. That's the one. Right. Also polar bears.
Polar bear, you can't
No,
scare them
you
into-
can't. No. I'm saying polar bears you can't do anything with.
One swipe, head comes rolling
Can't
off.
do anything. You're gone. They're just hunting you.
They hunt
And they're just taking their time because they're like, hey, this guy's dead anyway.
Do you remember that documentary where I think it was with the BBC. I don't know why. You haven't even started yet. We're just having
No.
this chat. There was a documentary where the BBC had sent these cameras and.
Are you struggling here?
I was gonna-
Concentrate
I was
on what
gonna
you're
cough.
saying.
They sent these cameras with these individuals into like the Arctic, where I think there are polar bears, and this guy was watching the ice. And he's like, "Oh look, a polar bear's popped up over there." And it bobs up, and it disappears. And he's looking around. He's still panning the camera. Oh, there's another one over there, bobbing up, disappearing. And then it's a little bit closer, and it's bobbing up and disappearing. And then it gets reasonably close, and he's like, "Wait a minute." It's looking at me. It's looking at the. It's hunting me. It's coming closer because it's hunting me. Oh my gosh! And they had to leg it out of there.
Yeah.
He was like, "This is what a great shot. Beautiful shots. This
They
is
are.
getting a bit. It's getting a bit close."
Uh huh.
I was looking at the camera. Great shot. It's looking at the camera.
It's hungry.
It's noticed me.
It wants
It's
to
noticed
eat me.
Literally.
Uh huh. You know, that polar bear's thinking, that's a fat hobbit sis, isn't it?
Look at that.
That's a fat hobbit sis. Can I have that one? Hey, mom, get over here, get over here. There's two of these idiots here. There's one for each of us.
Oh, that's funny.
Would you rather have no holiday music?
Peach
or
said
have no
how
holiday
Ryan
movies?
Johnson went from directing one of the best TV show episodes ever to The Last Jedi, LOL.
What TV show?
Which TV show is that? Took the words right from my mouth.
Well, I stole them.
He
I
stole them.
He did make one very good movie, to be fair, Looper. One very good movie. And I thought, wow, this guy is
He's got
really
something.
talented. He when I saw that, I thought, you know what, this guy is like the American version of Chris
Ozymandias from
Nolan.
Breaking Bad.
Chris Nolan's British and he's American, right? That's why he's like, oh, he's a Brit, but he's kind of American
Yeah,
as well.
it kind of is.
When I watched that movie, I said, shit, this guy is really talented. And then everything else since then I've seen has just been a disaster.
Peachy said Ozymandias from Breaking Bad. It's a Breaking Bad
Oh,
episode.
he
Sorry, I
directed
might
some
not have
Breaking
said that.
Bad episodes. Okay, yeah. Breaking Bad is very
Oh,
good.
the only 10 out of 10 episode on IMDb until now.
Wow, didn't know that.
That's huge.
Didn't know that. Where were you on the chat?
Here, a bit further down here.
All right.
Bruce Morrow says, well, we're only 5th. We are 5th.
Fifth on
Tottenham.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile,
That's really
Arsenal.
shocking.
Well, Arsenal are third. Arsenal are first actually. They're first.
Stop.
Yeah, they're first. Yeah. And you know the thing, if Spurs had won today, I believe there was a like 3.2% chance they could have won the league. If they'd won today, there was a small chance.
You were saying yesterday, like, we actually, slim chance, but we have a chance.
It's
still.
almost impossible, but it's not impossible.
But now,
Now it's
Julian
gone.
well directed the episode.
You know, it's rough. Because if we'd won today, we would have been 8 points off the top with 10 games left. That is pretty reasonable. That's possible. But, no.
Julian agrees. Julian says, yo, what's up? And then says,
Yo,
"Speaking
yo."
of Star Wars, I honestly dislike the idea of sequels in its entirety. Like George Lucas said, what Star Wars was really all about was Anakin's story.
Yeah. It
see
definitely was. That's the whole crux of it. And I think the way they're
But yes,
retrofitting and adding new stuff and going back in time, pre-Anakin basically, I think there's a chance they can make it work, but I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I haven't watched any of The Mandalorian, I haven't watched any of the other live action shows.
It's
What
been
was the other one?
recommended.
Boba Fett, haven't watched that.
No, none of it.
But I still watch the animated stuff, right? So the Bad Batch, I'm almost up to date with on that now as well. So that's, I think, where Star Wars can thrive, and it's the only stuff I will continue watching because I just don't trust them to make anything good in live action. At least there's an opportunity it'll be good in animation, but live action, no, it's just an absolute dumpster fire. Yeah.
Avengers Rising said Ryan Johnson is the same guy that helped Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger ruin Star Wars. That's why Derek Anderson became a YouTuber. Honestly, it's kind of wild how people's major, like, billion-dollar mistakes are inspiring YouTubers to be like,
Yeah.
look, I need to say something about this.
Yeah.
This is the reason why things aren't going well.
That's because they're
right?
destroying the stuff that people grew up with. They're actively taking a sledgehammer to it, in the case of Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
And Kathleen Kennedy's incompetence. I don't know if she's actually completely, really, really involved in this stuff, or if she's just an idiot. Right? I think
There's always
there's
that
that thing,
option.
right? Don't attribute malice to something that can be easily explained by stupidity.
And incompetence.
It's like,
yeah.
well, okay, in the case of Kathleen Kennedy, maybe I can give incompetence as the reason. But with Ryan Johnson, no.
There's none.
There's reasoning, there's a purposeful nature to it. And I remember years ago when The Last Jedi was coming out, I read a article about Ryan Johnson and J.J. Abrams.
The relationship.
And they had big problems, supposedly, growing up in the industry when they were in their 30s and 40s and stuff like that. They didn't like each other. And Ryan Johnson really didn't like
There's a
J.J.
rivalry
Abrams.
there.
Supposedly, yeah.
So
Supposedly really didn't
so,
like
so
him.
could the sequels be attributed to Ryan Johnson wanting to destroy J.J. Abrams' possible legacy with Star Wars?
Yeah, because Ryan Johnson's name has been tarnished to a degree. But J.J. Abrams is the person who gets
He got the flack.
the major flack for it, and
Yeah.
it's not right that he gets the flack. Because yes, The Force Awakens was very cookie cutter. It was by the numbers, nothing special, but it was fine.
It was okay.
It was fine. It was a 6.5 out of 10. It was an okay Star Wars movie. It was a decent movie. But then it just went to shit.
Thing is, I do understand why he left it so open. Because he was like, if I box things in
Oh,
too much,
every opportunity
the
is there.
next director might
Every
be like,
opportunity
look,
is
I
there.
don't want to have to tell this story. Let me keep it open so whoever comes on after me
Yeah.
will actually be able to tell the story they want to do.
Yeah.
And then it can be picked up
But,
further.
you
They're going to
see
lead it
the
in a
problem.
direction.
That's complete rubbish because it should never have even
Shouldn't have
been
been
there.
that, though.
Because they should have had all 3 scripts outlined
Set.
from the start.
Yeah.
And then if there were micro
Minor
changes,
iteration,
like
yeah.
actually I think this should come before this, we should take this bit out,
Yeah, maybe
then
this
that's
character needs to
fine.
be altered here.
But you can't be going into, we're making 3 movies in this sequel trilogy, and then say, well, each director and writer has complete creative control over each movie.
Horrendous. Really bad.
You get that reality at the end of it then.
Yeah, and the possibility that you're taking your own petty individual issues and strifes and setting fire to millions and millions of dollars.
And you know what? It's the exact problem the MCU has had over the last 5 years as well. Because you know what they did? They said, and we said this because I read these posts 4 or 5 years ago, and I was shocked that it was getting done then. I may have made a video about it really almost half a decade ago now, about Kevin Feige saying, yeah, we're looking at getting new people in to write these stories, and potentially people who aren't really big fans of them even. And I think a good way to go so we can freshen up is
Fresh,
people
that's the word
who've
that
never
we use.
really read the comics or are in this world of superhero and that genre. I think that would be a great way to go to find the writers who don't look at this stuff so we can get a different take on it. And look how that panned out for phases 4 and 5, huh?
panned.
Look how it worked. Look how it worked. And then there was a video that went viral just in the last 2 weeks about all these directors
the clips.
and all these writers
Oh,
saying,
you saw
oh,
it.
I never read
really
the
read the
comics.
comics. I wasn't really into
Never
the comics.
liked any
and
of
it was
it.
just listing like director of Echo, writer of Shang-Chi.
That went viral,
over
that
and
one.
over. Taika Waititi, all these names, and everyone in the comments were like, I'm seeing a theme
Oh,
here.
right. But we picked up on this
Way
4
back.
years ago.
Yep.
When the first one came out of these idiots saying that.
No.
And I said, no, you have to get people who love the product, who love the story, who
Yeah.
love the lore and the history.
Yeah.
You have to. At least you have a better chance of it being good.
Honestly, though, when you look at IP like this, a lot of people have egos when it comes to writing. I want to write this thing. I want to write this thing for me. I'm writing it for whoever it is. But when you're working with already their IP, you are not the writer. You are the warden of this IP.
Right.
It's not for you to put whatever you want into it. It's for what's best for the story. What would the original creator have wanted? And that's why Dune is absolutely incredible. When I hear Denis talking about Frank and the books and
Yeah.
what Frank really wanted the message to be, he's actually said in interviews, I'm actually leading more into what Frank wanted and the way he's spoken about Dune and the whole universe, more than being allegiant to the books.
Right.
Because that's what he wanted as a creator.
I mean,
and that's what's
do you
coming
know,
across.
Do you know what? It filtered through into every aspect of the movie because we found out a couple days ago Hans Zimmer didn't even watch the movie.
He didn't read the script.
He didn't read the script before when he was getting the stills and stuff like that. He just wrote the entire main score from what he thought it should sound like from reading the books.
Yeah.
As a kid,
Because he
growing
loved the
up,
books.
as a teenager, 20-year-old.
And look at what he
And
did.
he remembered it from all those years ago. It left such a mark on him that he actually was able to pull something out of himself and throw it onto this movie, and it fit perfectly. Without having any context of what the movie is, how it looks, how the shots are. That came after.
Yeah.
But the main score he wrote without even reading the script.
How wild is that? Is someone who loves the story. You can't just give that job to a random person to be like, hi, I need you to compose this. It's like, no, you want to get someone who's going to say, I feel it in my heart, and therefore I'm going to take that feeling and put it onto a score. That's exactly what you need, and that's exactly what Denis did, and that's why Dune is so successful. That's why so many people are enjoying it so much.
Well, that's why when you get a group of people who are exceptional at what they do and who love what they do, you're going to get something good at the end of it. You look at Denis Villeneuve. He's one of the best directors in that genre ever, I would say. Really? Probably ever.
Ever?
Ever. Hans Zimmer is the greatest, if not one of the 3 greatest composers
Of all
in
time.
film history of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time. I don't know who's ahead of him. Maybe.
John Williams, maybe.
John Williams.
I'd say the evens. So many incredible scores from the both of them.
I would say John Williams is ahead, right? But that means Hans Zimmer is number 2.
Yeah, and not by much,
No.
to be completely honest. Right? You have to care about these things. You have to want to give it your all. Otherwise, you're just going to do a half-assed job. And if everyone's doing just a half-assed job, then you're coming out with less than a half-assed job at the end.
Quarter-assed job.
You're getting a quarter.
A half is a quarter.
Really?
That's quick maths right there.
Yeah.
That's not good enough.
It's not right.
Quote Orlando Bloom.
That's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
Smack the accent to the
I never
wall.
knew Hans Zimmer actually made the music before watching any of the shots
Yeah,
he made.
Julian.
actually
That's nuts.
disgusting.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
The music was absolutely incredible. Sorry, guys. Narendra hasn't even started playing yet, and we're just going on rants.
Do you know why? Because I know when I play,
You're going to be zoned in.
I'm gonna be like, "Hey, shut up a little bit for you." So I'm like, "Oh, maybe."
So, I see. I see.
I can't judge it because you're very excited right now.
I am.
You weren't excited, now you're very excited.
Sorry.
So.
You guys are here. I want to chat with you.
I get it. I get it.
Right. PG said, I prefer solo stream staying on this channel. I personally would prefer that right now. I feel more comfortable.
Yeah, whoever did it, it's your fault.
Shame
No,
on you.
it's good to chat about this stuff, you know.
Dragon Trainer said, would you rather only be able to speak in rhymes or have to rap everything you say? I'd rather speak in rhymes like Limerick. I think it would become quirky enough that people would just know. As long as it's only speaking, as long as I don't have to write in rhyme, I'd be fine.
Okay.
Just speaking, I'll take it. You know what? I'd be really poetic. People are like, wow, she's so quick with those rhymes.
Yeah.
It's useful.
Outright bars.
Bars, just constantly. I'd take that rather than having to rap everything.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not happening. What about you?
I don't know what's happening right now.
Oh, never
I've
mind.
got to be honest. I don't know what's happening. I'm just logging in right now.
You
to
log
this,
in.
Yeah.
You log in. Bruce Morris said, "This is practically a podcast."
Yeah, well, yeah.
Kind
It's
of
a different
is.
take right now, isn't it?
It
we
kind of
went
is.
somewhere else with it.
We did.
We just kept going.
Trillian also said you have to give Andor a shot.
A
Only
lot
good
of people
Star
have
Wars.
suggested
Yeah,
it.
but
I don't like Diego Luna. We just don't like him, do we?
He basically made these comments
Uh-huh.
about Star Wars, and he was misrepresenting all of Star Wars previously in trying to say that, you know, that Andor was doing something new, and it's like, no, you're wrong, and
rather
because
tell
you're
me
saying
if I
this
can
with the
hear
whole chest, and you are wrong, I don't want to have to watch your show, because you're out here meant to bat for this IP, and you're not doing that. You're actually throwing down the previous works, and I don't want that. So, personally, no. What would it be for you?
It wasn't Andor that he was doing that with. It was Rogue One.
Oh, it was Rogue One.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was. You're
Rogue
correct.
One. He was basically talking about how you know that in that movie there was such good female representation and this type of stuff, and there'd never been a situation where the women had the guns and were being warriors and fighters, and there were princesses and this and that, and they weren't really involved in the story, and it was like, and he was getting cheered and applauded on the stage,
a live panel.
and I went, wait,
What? You
what are you
misrepresented
talking
this
about
terribly.
right now? You know that Padme was like a queen, and she relinquished that essentially so that she could serve her people in a more democratic way.
Yeah.
And she was able to go to the Senate in the way she did.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was actually a warrior in the Colosseum with the Jedi, picking up weaponry, trying to help people on Genosha.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you have the OG
Leia. Come on, blasters.
What are you
doing?
talking about? She basically throws Han in his place
She
for
does.
2 movies straight.
Yeah. She's absolutely badass.
Just
what are you
ridiculous.
saying?
He's an absolute deviant. He's a deviant. I don't trust him just from the way. Forget anything else. I see him. I don't trust him. Same feel with Pedro Pascal. I don't trust him. He tries to be too nice a guy, and I'm like, no, get away from me. I don't want you near me.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal, I think the internet's fallen in love with him. I think, unfortunately for him, his saturation point is going to be very, very soon, because his face is just going to be everywhere. And when that happens, more often than not, the internet falls out a lot. And I think it will happen soon, and Disney's going to probably think, oh, we put our eggs in this basket, and this isn't going to go well for us.
What's wrong with being nice?
Because now people somehow don't like him for whatever reason, because there's always something, right?
By nice, it's like, oh, so he's too nice, right? Sometimes when people are too nice and they're so, oh, I love this and I love that, and alright. For a second I thought that was my guy and I didn't shoot.
I saw.
I was like, oh, there's a blue dot, but the blue dot was behind him. And I went, no, that isn't one of my guys. And I was like, I can't open it for a weaponry because he'll hear me, so I just started shooting with a pistol.
Yeah.
And he had automatic. Yeah. Wow. What are we talking about?
Talking about nice guy versus
Oh,
good
nice guy. Yeah. So there's a difference, isn't there, between
Yeah.
a nice guy and a good guy?
A nice guy is nice until he doesn't get what he wants. A good guy.
A good guy is gonna tell you when you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
To try and benefit you in the long run. A nice guy is gonna say, "Oh, it's okay. You continue doing that. It's not a
And then
problem.
he
You
kind
should
of
do it if you want to do
Potentially
it."
be like low-key nefarious on the side. Yeah. There's a difference. Avengers Rising said, I found your live stream video where you guys played as Venom, and now I know what Bane means, and not just Batman's enemies. Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's weird when you think about the naming of you know, characters and whatnot. There is always a meaning more often than not, especially with older stories. Nowadays, I don't know how many authors put stock into creating names purposefully. More just like, oh, this name feels right. There's not always you know, subtext to it. But for a long time, that was very much what people did. Would you like me to keep quiet? Would you like me to keep quiet?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, I don't know.
Oh, that was 20 minutes. Apologies. Did not know we were ranting for 20 minutes. So we've basically been ranting the whole time we've been live. Would you rather travel only by train or only by boat? Probably say train. I don't like boats. I get seasick. So train is mandatory. Oh, look up. I'll get seasick while on land if I look up. Peachy said, that was bad, but if I let stupid stuff actors have said from movies prevent me from watching stuff, my watch list would be narrowed down. Well, here's the thing, our watch list is always growing, you know, when you guys make recommendations for shows, films, they get added to the watch list. And, you know, we'll be scrolling through a streaming platform and say, oh, I've heard about this, we should watch that. Or we'll hear about shows, or watch trailers or teasers or react to them and say, oh, that has to go on the watch list. So our watch list, it's wide and diversified across many different languages and genres. So if we tune out of things because of, you know, for whatever reason, rest assured, we're watching lots of stuff. There is still stuff. There are still options for us.
Do you guys have a question for the chat?
What should we eat tonight? McDonald's or KFC?
Either of those options. Okay, answer the question, boys.
Do you want pizza?
Don't want pizza.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you don't have the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Dragon Trainer said, "There's nothing wrong with being nice. That's what friends do. They're being friendly and respectful." See, nice is different. See, the way I see nice is
Nice doesn't want to offend you.
Nice is
right?
not the same thing as being kind. You know, to be kind is to be generous. And you can be generous to people you know, like friends or family. You can be generous to people you don't know, you know, by being patient and trying to help people. Being nice is different. I don't think they're the same thing. The same thing at all. But
McDonald's.
Dragon Trainer said McDonald's.
All right. Well,
McDonald's.
the decision's been made unless something else comes up.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the way you look at things. I think being a nice person and being a good person, they're two separate spheres. One is you're doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. The other, and that's the good person. But being a nice person is maybe doing the right thing because you want to be perceived in a certain way, or because you want something in return. And I think that sets it apart. This is just my theory, and although I have heard other people talking about stuff like this in this sort of general sphere, this isn't backed up by anything scientific. Should I keep it down?
Would you rather go surfing or snowboarding?
Would I rather go surfing or snowboarding? Surfing. I don't like the cold too much, so I would say surfing. Because snowboarding would just be too cold. And I've also seen those videos of people like snowboarding through Hokkaido and they fall into a terrible, terrible chasm. And then they have to find their way out. And what happens if you're there by yourself and no one knows you're there? You get left there forever and you'll never be found. And that's like happen when you're surfing. Normally when you're surfing there are people around. And I would like to think I have a better chance of swimming because I have some training in swimming compared to snowboarding where it really is just me in the snow. And if something happens, well, that's it. She says so proudly, knowing that the ocean takes many lives, even of great swimmers. Peanut butter or jelly? What flavour? Strawberry? Raspberry? Grape? I think it's traditional to have grape jelly with peanut butter, isn't it? Grape jelly, grape jam. It's not really a big thing here in Britain. It's mainly strawberry jam, marmalade, raspberry jam, sometimes a plum jam, blueberry. So I think if it's strawberry, I would say jelly, because I like strawberries a lot. But if it's grape, then I would say peanut butter. I don't know why I'm getting into the week of this. But keeping my eyes closed, I can't accidentally look up and see the screen. Because the few times I've already looked up, it's starting to make me feel unwell. So, tick or talk? So, I'm thinking about talk. I would say talk. Because when you have a traditional analog talk, the sound of the tick is nice, the sound of the talk is more pleasant ears, like starting. It sounds like nonsense, I know. It sounds like just speaking nonsense, but it's from the heart. Appreciate What would you choose between these options? Would you rather surf or snowboard? Peanut butter or jelly? Tick or talk?
Shake or shack?
I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know. I can't say no.
I'll go surfing and I choose tap.
Boy, all I got was one response from the McDonald's or KFC. Regan Trainer said McDonald's, but no one else was giving me the responses. Please, tell me. Regan Trainer said, I'll go surfing and then choose top.
About to end.
Similar that way.
Fire sales over. Adjusting prices.
Right.
Gas is closing in. Only 25 remain.
M&Ms or chocolate brownies with
Chocolate
cinnamon?
brownies with M&M's or chocolate brownies with cinnamon. You have the list. Chocolate brownies with M&M's. I'm not the biggest fan of cinnamon, though I think Narendra would probably pick cinnamon. He won't answer, but I'll answer for him. The M&M's for me and the cinnamon one for him.
Up or down?
Up or down? Up? I'm optimistic, so I'll say up.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Up or roll? Or dong?
Ding or dong? So that's probably the most important one of the lot.
Ding! Ding! Absolutely has to be ding.
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game.
Face with tears of joy laying on the floor laughing.
I normally choose option 1. Truly. Appreciate the question. Normally I choose the one with the crying face like this rather than the crying face like that. Pretty
Right back.
What would you choose between KFC and McDonald's?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Maybe we'll get a tiebreaker in here. Who knows? Be right back. See you in a moment. He's getting in.
Mostly meant by the last message, that I don't think using something too stupid, that one actor from it said to make you not watch it isn't real.
Gas is
So that's
moving.
meant by the last message.
Sure, all this could be narrowed down to not much cause most movies,
Stupid that
and
one
shows I have seen
actor
has, at least
from
one
it
actor
said
saying
to
something
make you
stupid.
not watch it isn't
One
really a healthy thing.
How
It comes out
with
for every show
uncontrolled
movie
children doesn't
on
mean
the
that
list.
understood
It'll
what
be
movie
narrowed
set up was
down
from.
to not much. The shows I've seen one actor one of the Harry Potter actors recently said that adults that watch Harry Potter still are weird. Yeah, that was Marion
yeah.
Margulies. we listened to it.
But
It's
she's
like,
not the lead of
she
the
does-
thing
she
either.
doesn't get it.
She's like
Yeah.
the 53rd character in the
She was
story.
only in 2 of the films, the first 2. She was also notably very bitter about the fact she wasn't pulled back for the other, 6 films. Doesn't mean I'm going to skip what movies said. Skip the movies because of what the actor said. I get what you mean. I do. I understand. And it's not just about, if there's just something I don't agree with. It's simply not possible. But individual humans with individual experiences and individual thought processes, right? The odds of you agreeing with every single thing that someone's ever said, it's impossible. It's statistically impossible.
Pressure on.
My issue is he was saying something specifically about the IP and misrepresenting the IP.
Second bloody shield, that would have been good.
However, with Miriam Margolyes, her saying, "Hey, Pete, lovely to have you, my guy." What she's saying is, "Oh, I think it's weird that adults are still, into Harry Potter." Unbeknownst to her, perhaps she didn't really register it. Harry Potter became the book that did so well across the world because adults were into it. There were adults
Fourth!
reading it.
Hey, the aim was fifth, and we
Yes.
came fourth already!
Yes.
We've already beaten
Yes.
our road, we've beaten what we needed to do!
Yes, so we can just sit and chat.
Yeah.
So with Miriam Margolyes, I guess she never realised that with Harry Potter, the reason there were even films ever made was because the books were written for, 8-year-olds. They're middle grade, beginning middle grade fiction. But parents reading the books to their kids, or teachers reading them in classrooms, were like,
nice
I need to know what
congrats, Uncle.
happens because it was written so well, and people really, really
Oh, hey,
enjoying
Pete, how
it.
you doing?
I just said hello to Pete. Oh, you were in.
Oh, well,
And so that's why the books had that wildfire spread in Britain and then in America when they were released. It has always been an all ages story. And so for Miriam, her saying it's really odd when adults,
Also
ask me
underestimating
for
the best part of
videos
Andor.
and says
Oh, really?
have their Harry Potter weddings. She's looking at it from the perspective of an older actor who is kind of sad she wasn't in any of the other films and is saying, you have to get over these things. But Harry Potter is noted in culture because it's an all ages product. So that's something she doesn't understand about the IP, but she's not misrepresenting the IP. With Diego Luna, he was misrepresenting the IP, which tells me you don't care about it.
You don't understand.
You don't understand it.
The story.
And then you're also disseminating this false information about this work that so many people hold dear. And I think that I have a problem with that specifically. It's not that he said something I don't agree
she's
with.
she's giving her opinion and her view on it. He's just outright wrong
He's giving
about
false
the thing which
information,
he is
basically.
supposedly
Leading.
involved in, which is just unbelievably confused, right? So having an opinion on something and being
Perfectly fine.
wrong to some people and right to others is one thing, but being factually just so obtuse to the reality of what happened in the past and the history of a particular story and characters and the world that George Lucas created is just a different level of fire.
That's the bit really that gets me more than anything. And Peach said also Andor isn't even the best part of Andor, lol. made me feel icky. How you doing, Pete? Have you had a good day? I hope so. I hope so.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. All stations, green light. We are deploying to the war zone.
Rep for dust off. We're up in
See it in
green
my
lights.
script
Let's
partially.
move.
I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this.
Word
Well done,
came
Uncle.
down.
Good
We are
job.
green to go. So gear up,
Good
grab
job.
your chutes. We're going to the war zone. You are cleared hot on all threats. Watch your ass down there.
Watch your S.
I haven't been free for a while. What you've both been up to?
He said, oh, sorry, you can't hear what Dev said, yeah. He said, watch your ass.
Ah, right.
So I went, watch your S.
Can they hear them?
Yes.
Oh, right.
You don't have headphones on.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, who are you talking to? Because I haven't been free for a while. What have you both been up to? We watched Dune last week before. We've been getting a lot of stuff done personally. Narendra had a bit of a rough day yesterday. He made a video about it. It was very encouraging.
And today.
And today slightly. But you haven't seen that video yet.
Yeah. I wasn't sure I was gonna bloody, we were gonna stream. I was like, yeah, nah.
He wasn't feeling it.
And then Tottenham got wrecked.
And he was like, nah, I need to vent. We've been generally good, I would say, thankfully. How have you been? Are you well rested? I hope so. Have you watched anything you'd recommend? Or read anything that you'd recommend recently?
Positive ID on the bounty target. Hunt him down. All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job.
Busy but I live low. I did get a chance to catch you.
Busy but I live, lol. I did get a chance to catch Dune 2 though. Good movie, great movie, right? Did you have a favourite bit? Did you have a favourite scene? There was a moment, I don't want to spoil anything in case anyone's hasn't seen it on stream, but there was that moment in the south with the leaders. That scene really stuck out to me. Really stuck out. It's kind of stayed with me. The performance given by Timothée there was top notch. Really top notch. I also, if you saw our car park review, I was bigging up Austin Butler because I was like, oh no, his performance is going to be remembered. He did such an incredible job with that character, making him so well defined where he could, and physically, you know, he bodied accent-wise towards, you know, the end of the film. We're seeing the accent shift for Fade Rauther. Yeah, really, really great. People said, well, I find that not to be a fair reason to skip something, especially something that's been a really great franchise that's currently doing badly. I think it's also that if, for Diego Luna, if that had just been the only thing going wrong with Star Wars, I'd be like, oh, I'd look past it easily. Because there have been so many, I wouldn't call them missteps, they've like fallen down a hole. And they still haven't, as far as I'm concerned, made it out of that hole yet. They've lost my consumer confidence, and when consumer confidence is lost, you know, you have to win that back. But then when, you know, your leads are saying things like that and discounting the IP, you're not winning my consumer confidence back. If Diego Luna's, you know, live that interview effect was the only thing that I disliked. I'd be like, oh no, I'm still going to enjoy, you know, the product. I'm still going to enjoy what they're putting out. But it's just one more thing to put me off something I have fallen out of love with because of the way it's being
Oh, that
done.
idiot! What an idiot!
Probably doesn't know how to drive.
Dealing with donkeys over here.
I really liked the visuals and that I could enjoy it without knowing the books.
Do you see what I mean?
The end was a bit rushed though.
Signal broadcast detected. Encrypted signal confirmed.
Especially in this day and age where time is so precious. Every streaming platform wants your time. Every application wants your time. Every service wants your time. So time is this commodity you never get back. So I want to spend it on things that I know I can tell I'm more likely to enjoy. Pete says, I really like visuals and that I could enjoy it without knowing the books. It did seem like the end was a bit rushed though. Yeah, the pacing was interesting. Because the first one I think was perfectly paced. Dune Part 1, the recent one, was not a perfect film. I think Denis couldn't have done a better job with how dense that IP is and interweaving those perfect connections, those stories, and pacing the film so that it felt really like it was moving very smoothly. There weren't any kind of jerky stops and starts. Whereas with Dune Part 2, there was this sag in the middle because they were pounding through so much story. There was so much going on with characters, and there was so much going on plot-wise that we were getting through so much, and these scenes which back to back that it did slow it down, which then the middle felt sort of long and kind of slightly long-winded, and the pacing really slowed. The final act then felt really, really quick in comparison. I think that's partially why it felt a little bit rushed. Yeah, I haven't read the books either. I remember when we first did the first Dune trailer reaction, I was like, oh, I definitely have to read the books. And then a lot of people were commenting, being like, okay, these are the amount of books you need to read. And you know, I'd read them before the films, and other people were like, no, watch the films first, then read the books. And after seeing Dune Part 1, I thought, you know, I want to give Denis my entire attention and not read the books at all, so that I can enjoy the way he's put this story together with basically no knowledge of what's going to happen. Normally with films and TV, especially for big franchises, I have some context of what's going on with the story. And Dune was one of those films where, because I'd never read the books, I knew nothing at all. So it was also fresh. It kind of felt like a kid in a candy store, child in a sweet shop, because it's so rich and dense as a story that I got to enjoy it through, you know, Denis' love letter to Frank, so much that I said, oh, you know what, I was gonna read the Dune series after I watched Part 1. And maybe after Part 2 I'll read the books. Now after Part 2 I'm like, oh no, I want to wait for, if there is a Dune Part 3, Dune Messiah, I'll wait for that. And then of course that's going to continue on and on until potentially there are no more films. And at that point, I will read the books and I will really get into the lore. But I kind of want to watch it fresh for now, with as little context as possible outside of what we've already seen from the films, so that I get to have that just sitting in the audience enjoyment. Because for me, that's different. A bit of a long one there, apologies. How am I playing with my eyes? Well, I'm not playing. Pete, I'm not playing. Narendra's playing, but you know, I can't play. I can't even watch first-person games because it makes me feel really, really sick. So I'm just replying to them. My hands are totally free. And Narendra's playing. I'm just keep talking. I'll talk. My eyes are closed because if I look at the screen even briefly, I'll start talking.
Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close.
I did miss you, Dragon Trainer. Thank you for coming back. I want to give him the runway, basically, for him to do whatever he needs to do. Because the box will always be there. But experiencing this story for the first time, I would rather watch the film.
Oh goodness, what is going on?
Word of mouth should also be
3 hours.
Go. Come on, dude. What are you doing?
Changed my life. On or off.
In 3 hours, you can't fit, you know,
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
400, 500
Got reinforcements inbound.
pages book. The mythology and more deep
Your squad mates back on station.
into these characters
Good
that
work.
I've already come to enjoy, fear, love from the films. I think that's my way of looking at it. Oh, no, not about it all. I can see why, because normally I am the one playing in these streams.
25 are still active in the AO.
Air or plane?
Shush now.
Be advised, resurgence is no longer active. This is for keeps. Supply crates have been restocked. Load up.
Just a heads up, the game audio is overpowering your voice habit.
Oh, it is.
Enemies dropping into the AO.
Apple and lunch or pickle and breakfast.
Losing ground. Move it.
There's someone right behind me.
Comic or book. Did you ever stream Apex? Never tasted pickle.
Apex. I've never played it. Apex Legends.
Groovy.
Hey, Gruffy, I haven't seen you in a while.
Hey! Oh, I said groovy and you said ruffy.
Oh,
How do you
right,
prefer? Do you like a oo sound, like a double O-S sound, or do you like a sound, like
That's a good
a
question.
UH? Because I don't want to be
Gruffy or
missaying it.
Groofy? Yeah. Groofy's been here for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time subscriber.
Lovely to have you
Remember
here.
the name.
Lovely to have you here. Now I can quick fire around these questions. I see what you mean, Peach, about word of mouth. We do listen to word of mouth, but I think it's more just that once that confidence has been lost, a lot's going to have to hit me for me to tune back into something I've actively decided to tune out of. Right? On or off? On? Thunder or storm? Thunder. No, storm. No, thunder. You still thinking? You saw the game audio's overpowering voice a little
right,
bit.
yeah,
Do you want to change that or not?
I'll change
I
it
can just
a
speak a
little
little bit louder.
I'll
But then that
change
might
it
get
a
you
little.
voice.
It needs to be a little high because otherwise I don't hear footsteps.
That's fine. Leave it as it is. I would say.
Pickle more pack.
Apple and lunch or pickle and breakfast.
Use this time for some
Comical
target
book.
practice.
I've said this one
Real
previously.
things coming
Book.
soon.
What would you call comical book?
Comic.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Jump or rope.
Comic book or a novel book? Come now.
I take an omnibus. There's a bound comic.
No, see
And
that's
it's
fine.
extra big
That's
as well.
fine. All I'm saying personally, that's the wrong answer. I'm telling you that's the wrong answer. That is absolutely not.
Over, now you
You're
deploy to the
welcome
war
to.
zone.
You're welcome to your opinion, but for my purposes, that's the wrong answer.
Hey, we might write a comic.
I would actually to start drawing way more. That's on my list of stuff to do, hobbies to pick up. Right now I don't have the time to do hobbies. Pete said I'd go apple. I've never tasted pickle. So why you've never tasted pickle? Do you mean like you've never tasted a gherkin, like a pickled cucumber?
Shocker.
Or do you... Yeah, I know, Pete. Or Pete, do you mean like you've never tasted pickle, as in like Branson pickle, a pickle that goes in a sandwich as like a spread? That's not everywhere. But it is here in Britain, isn't it? Wait, no quake. iPhone or iPad? iPhone more than iPad.
Oh, zero, there's more than one
An
type.
iPad's just a bigger version of an iPhone. There's more than one type? There is. I wish we could go to our fridge and show you the two separate types. So basically, pickles. I'm someone who very much enjoys pickles. I think they are...
No, don't go into... Oh, why would you do that?
delicious. So there's a type of pickle, if you look up, called Branson pickle, or piccalilli. And what that is basically chopped up bits of cabbage or cauliflower or carrots, normally vegetables, root vegetables, and they're chopped up with vinegar and different herbs, and they're put in a jar, and that sort of thickens with, becomes almost syrupy, kind of like a jam, similar to like a jam or a sauce. And with the bits, you can put that in bread with cheese and ham or chicken and whatever you fancy, and it becomes a condiment. Whereas the secondary type of pickle, that's like a pickle spread, the first one, a spreadable pickle. The second one are individual pickles, like cucumbers that are pickled in vinegar and they become gherkins. Or other vegetables that are pickled, like pickled cabbages that become sauerkraut or kimchi. I would say those are the two main types. One is an accoutrement to a dish, or can be put in as ingredients like a sandwich. The other is like a spread, almost sauce-like, that goes normally in sandwiches. Two types.
They can't see your hands, so there's no point
two
in
types.
them. You have to
Sorry,
be much higher,
I'll jump up a little bit. Naruto or One Piece? I have not watched any Naruto, so I would have to say One Piece. And all I've watched was One Piece, which I know a lot of people didn't love, but we really enjoyed it. We didn't go into expecting too much because we knew that live actions often fall apart a little bit. But I think they did a really good job as someone who's like a non-fan. I really did enjoy it. War Zone. Who was going to pick War? Dragon Trainer. Who's picking War? Kung Fu or Panda? Panda. Has to be Panda. They're super cute. They're useless, but they're super cute.
Play or station.
Play or station. Play, I suppose. If our dog was here, he'd be jumping up at that word.
X or box.
X or box. Box. Need more of those. What would you guys be choosing of all of these questions? There are so many.
Jump or rope.
And they're pretty clear. I like the sort of one or the other. Jump or rope. Oh, I see. You asked one earlier, I did not see. Jump or rope? Jump. This is entirely out of context.
Good work down there.
Polar or bear.
Polar or bear? Polar. When I think of the word polar, it makes me think of the Polar Express film. You know, the one that's very heavily used.
Sun or day.
We had that film on DVD when we were kids, And whenever it got to like wintry time, it would always be put on, and it was such a weird film. The visuals of the animation were just all over the place, and some of those characters, those kids, really odd. Sun or day? Day? I would say day. I think. What would you choose of these options? Play or station? X or off? Jump or rope? Sun or day? Live or chat? The live, I would say. Then I guess for you guys, you'd probably say chat, wouldn't you? Because you're in the chat, literally in the chat.
I choose polar station, rope and day.
Polar station, rope and day. That sounds like such an eclectic bunch of words when you write them like that.
That's a good one. I'm gonna have to go with air, because otherwise I wouldn't survive.
Yes. No, I would say air. Because bender, it makes me think of like a fender bender.
What's that?
Yeah, a fender bender when you're in the car. It's like, no?
I'm not sure. Never knew what that meant, honestly. I'm sure if it means what you think it does. I don't know.
I hope so too. I might have to look this up. Why are you making that? Why, he's making a face. He's making a face.
Is there a way to see where you currently rank in the game, or do you not find that out till you die or win?
You can find it out, but unfortunately, we cover the part which tells you where you ranked with the video and video. It's the only place I can really put it without causing a problem with like the redeploy or with the map. So, unfortunately, I don't know where I'm ranking as the game's going on.
Yeah, fender bender is a minor motoring accident.
All right.
Sky is out here making me question my sanity, being like,
No,
is there a secondary meaning I didn't know?
I've used that term many times, and I don't use things I don't understand anymore. No, so I stopped using it.
Have universal respect or unlimited power?
Earth or quake? Earth. No quake. No quake. Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power? Sorry, it kind of took me a second to like lead into that impression there. Universal respect or unlimited power? I would say respect, because power is an amplifier and it can corrupt. So I don't know what I would like. I don't know whether I want to look at the person I might be with unlimited power. I might turn into a horrible person, or it might amplify the most negative aspects of myself.
United or state?
So I'd have to say respect, just for the safety of humanity. United or state? United, I suppose. What would you rather have, universal respect or unlimited power?
Solar or system?
Solar or system? Solar.
But yeah, it does get slightly frustrating at times when you go on a rant for how recent Star Wars
Solid
or superhero/Marvel movies are dead / not go.
For the Palpatine impression, I got through half the first word before I even tried. And then I lost confidence, so I wasn't willing to do it again. I appreciate the 7, truly. He's good at he's got a really good one.
Universal respect.
Dragon Trainer also chooses universal respect. See, we're very alike. Peachy says, yeah, it does get slightly frustrating at times when you go on a rant for how recent Star Wars or superhero movies are dead, / not going well, and you haven't seen the best recent products of both.
Well, I think the Bad Batch is very good. I like it a lot. And the new Clone Wars series that came out, what would it be, 2022 or 2021? I watched that as well, and I think the animated stuff is better than the live action stuff nowadays. So, you know, you can't have an opinion on something if you don't watch it, which is why I don't talk about Star Wars stuff. I just don't talk about it. it was brought up just now, but in general, you know, we don't make videos on Star Wars. I don't react to the trailers for a lot of this stuff.
No, we know we're not going to watch it. Why react to it? Kind of disinterested. Right? And with Marvel, we do watch the recent stuff.
Well, we've watched almost all of it, apart from
everything. Apart from
She-Hulk,
Love and Thunder.
No, we watched all Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah, we
didn't do a
did.
review on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was real
wow,
bad.
I actually forgot.
You forgot.
I did. No,
Was that bad?
we did
we
watch
watched
it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
We were like, no,
yeah,
we
just,
don't want to
I
make
think
a
up until now,
video
it's
on it.
the only thing we haven't watched is
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk.
And Miss Marvel.
I miss Marvel.
Yeah. Other than that, we've seen everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So pretty much up to date considering the amount of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not watching
past
She-Hulk.
years.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
Miss
and
Marvel,
Miss
who knows?
Marvel-
Maybe I'll watch it sometime, but I don't like the teen stuff.
I
If
the early
you took the
2000
words from
Clone
my
Wars
mouth,
cartoons
yeah,
and 3D stuff.
exactly. It doesn't seem like it's.
Oh
for
yeah,
us.
the 2000s Clone Wars was also very, very
Would you
fun.
rather be
Yeah.
royalty 1,000 years ago or an average person today?
You're absolutely correct.
Ooh, average person today. Yeah.
Oh no, we've got healthcare now in a way that even royals wouldn't have had back then. Penicillin, baby.
Well, no, the average person living in the West right now has a better standard of living than a king did like 50 years ago, 60 years ago, in the 1950s at least. Compared to that time, the average person lives a better life in
Yeah.
terms of their average health, their average food, their average
Prosperity.
income than a king
Yeah.
60, 70 years ago. So, yeah. I'd pay
And also like kings, royalty thousands of years ago often had this thing where they were just
Super
being got by the
Other
people around them,
royals
other
even,
royals,
yeah.
their own people, you know, so like no thanks. No thanks, not for me. What about you, Dragon Trainer? Do you see what I mean? Peach said, I was talking about Spider-Verse though, the reasoning behind that is fair, the best superhero movies. It's the best superhero movies have had to offer ever. Yeah, the thing with Spider-Verse, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get sick from it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
like
I know
the
I
same
will
way
as well.
I'm closing my eyes as I'm talking to you guys most of the time, it's because I'll get like sick from it, and I can't put myself through that. If I
Yeah.
was a little bit younger, I would say, oh, I'll just grit my teeth and do it. Now I don't have that mentality anymore. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it'll
I can't
take you out
it.
for like 36 hours.
It would.
you know?
Like I
It'll ruin your
can't
week
do that
if you watch it,
unfortunately.
so.
I can appreciate that everyone says it's good, and from what I've heard about it, it does sound great, but I can't verify that myself, and I just have to live with not being able to watch it.
Which is again why we didn't react to any of the Spider-Verse 2
Yeah.
trailers, because we've not
It's
seen the first
right
one.
for us to
So
do that.
and we're not probably gonna watch it because of the style of animation it is. So it's not right for us to react to and talk about the second one really in any meaningful way if we've
Yeah.
not seen the first one.
Exactly. Your life is probably near double too in lifespan, Pete says. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Compared to 100 years ago, it probably is. It's probably close to. The average lifespan in the UK is like 8 years.
40 was around the
100
average.
years ago,
Yeah, it was
at least 200-300 years ago, would be like 45, 50
40,
years.
40,
yeah.
50, I think was the maximum, and you'd do good in innings, generally, with that. That quick. Super or hero?
My Hero Academia.
Fucking Hero Academia.
Oh, wonderful.
Dropping into the AO.
Would you rather be YouTube famous or TikTok famous? Oh damn, unlucky man.
Indeed, he was unlucky.
It was just the prelim game. It's not really the game, so it doesn't count.
Would I rather be YouTube famous or TikTok famous?
If we had to pick one, the YouTube, right?
I mean, we're on YouTube. We don't have a TikTok.
I don't have it. Yeah, we
Can you
don't.
imagine how disingenuous? I'd rather be TikTok famous. Like, you don't even have a TikTok non-sensei? What do you mean?
You don't even have a YouTube non-sensei.
Technically, I
Don't even have
I'm
don't even have an Instagram
I'm featured on
non-sensei.
this. Wait, what was I saying, non-sensei? Wait, what was I saying? I was talking about Spider-Verse, and then I was asking Narendra about super or hero. And I said probably
Survive and your team can redeploy.
hero.
Eliminate targets can bring them back faster. Mark a drop point for your squad. Lead them in.
What would you rather be, YouTube famous or TikTok?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
It's weird, you know, because previously YouTube famous was like looked down upon within the sphere of celebrity, and now YouTube placehold has gone up. and TikTok famous is now looked down upon.
Yeah.
Right, and so within the sphere of celebrity, YouTube now has a higher standing.
The hierarchy
within like traditional celebrity famous spaces than TikTok famous, because YouTubers more often than not cultivate an audience that's there for them for a very large amount of time, whereas TikTokers generally, and this is general of course, are individual trending moments that can then fall to the wayside for larger trending moments in comparison. It's weird that how that odd social hierarchy has shifted. Oh, when I said do what I mean, that was when I was talking about.
I feel you get better longevity out of YouTube famous than TikTok.
Talking about. I say that phrase a lot.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with you. I mean, I wouldn't know what that is, but you know, I would agree.
Longevity out of YouTube. Sorry, Dragon Trainer, I can't remember exactly what I was talking about. You have to scroll back on the timing. Figure out what I was saying. I use that phrase a lot. I feel like to get better longevity out of YouTube things. Yeah, I'd agree with you. I think so. I mean, at this point, I've been on YouTube for 7, 8 years.
Can I call you sensei instead of non-sensei?
Something like that. It's kind of a long time. Still working to 10,000 subscribers though, so like, subscribe if you haven't, share the streams, share the videos if you haven't. We're still trudging along.
We're still kicking.
We're getting there, never stop, never stopping. We're getting to 10k. It'll be nice if it came sooner rather than later.
One day.
Soon.
One day.
Soon is relative though. You know, soon if we're on YouTube for 10 years, soon can be, you know, 2 years away. Or soon can be like 2 weeks away. It's all relative. Dragon Trainer says, can I call you sensei instead of non-sensei? I would prefer non-sensei, but if your keyboard autocorrects to sensei, then that's totally okay.
Your squad mate's gone MIA. We're reducing your redeployment time.
Technically, I'm not a teacher, so
It will happen soon.
I don't love
One day
being
you'll wake
called
up and
sensei.
there it is.
Yeah, I think in some ways that might be, it might be good that it's taken this long.
Oh no, because we're gonna appreciate it when it hits.
Yeah, it's like,
we're gonna really appreciate it.
And I don't think I'd like to hope it's not something that is gonna change us because it's taken this much time.
We've been
it's
battling.
Like, wow, it finally happened.
I feel like King Boomy finally making it. Oh, it's funny.
Some of your squads outside the
Yeah,
safe
wake
zone.
up and
I'm
bam.
gonna call you sensei if that's okay.
Wake up and wham.
Yeah, it does make me smile when someone does come on the channel for the first time and they're like, oh, I've never seen you.
Yeah, I love your energy though.
Whoa, you did me in.
Oh, they're rushing at you.
Dummy. He's done me. I was trying to get someone.
And he got you. Oh! I'm gonna call you sensei if that's okay. If you want to call me that, you can call me that, my guy. It's okay. You understand the grind. Yes. And ground down.
Non-stop grinding.
I'm in a pepper grinder right now. I'm in a pepper mill. This is the mill.
Oh, there was Bill right now. There was two of them.
Oh, right, yeah. It wouldn't have been you. Sub or scribe? Subscribe? Just subscribe.
That was
Just
it.
subscribe.
That was it.
Subscribe, please. Please subscribe. The hunter became the hunted.
Look at that little bish. Little bish over here.
Not talking about me.
I'm talking about you.
I'm making my way through.
I'm talking about making my way downtown. Walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound. Bloody hell. What am I doing? There's 3 guys, huh?
Ron Weasley over here. Bloody hell, Harry. Oh, that's funny. You or Tube? You?
Or do you take pleasure out of being an insufferable know-it-all?
He's just one moment. Oh, I didn't get that shot.
Would you rather be able to do any magic occasionally or have the powers of one superhero all the time?
It's a classic. It's a classic for a reason. Dragon Trainer asks, would I rather be able to do any magic occasionally or have the powers of one superhero all the time?
The power of song didn't help as
It's
expected.
my choice of superhero.
Also in the talk of it of the non-spoiler parts from the behind the scenes shenanigans from KFP4. One of the things in the movie is that most
I would say have the powers of one superhero at all times.
around 90 minutes for animated
Because with
movies.
magic,
However,
occasionally depends on the
Spider-Verse, which
meaning.
was 2 hours,
You know,
20 minutes long and
I don't want
success.
magic occasionally. I would rather have magic now. And being a superhero basically is magic. And if you're a superhero all the time, and a superhero of my choice, I think it's pretty wise. The power of the song didn't help as expected. I know. But maybe you laughed, so it's okay. He said, also I'm going to talk a bit of this non-spoiler parts from the behind the scenes shenanigans. One of the things in the movie is that most of the plot lines and potential are not given enough time. And it was recently that Universal thinks kids can't watch longer movies. They can limit around 90 minutes for animated movies. However, this was proven false recently by Across the Spider-Verse, which was 2 hours 20 minutes long and a success. See, I don't like the idea of capping these films because the content out there now for kids, sure, but not short form content on YouTube, Reels, or TikTok, everything else. But kids still watch movies, right? Children still watch movies, so there's no reason why it would need to be restricted to 90 minutes. That seems like maybe it's not the best.
Yeah, that seems like a very old type of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the attention span. But then at the same time, they
Kids
have the
do
bloody.
watch films.
They have the
data.
sample size, which is say TikTok, right?
Yeah,
Which is
but
kids don't
watch
want to
superhero
give
movies
stuff
too, which is also more
that
than 2
level
hours
of
long.
time and commitment.
Yeah. Kids watch superhero movies too, which is also more than 2 hours long, right? They watch other films. Also, kids are happy to binge television shows for hours and hours of time, so
Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map.
so clearly they're willing to give it the time, it's just whether they care about it or not. Outer or space? Space. I say space. Ooh, sold for 5K. Very nice.
25 remaining.
Very nice indeed.
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
Would you rather have more time or more money?
Would I rather have more time or more money? I would say more time, as long as I could stop having more time as well. As long as I wouldn't just be stuck in this
This will wipe
long,
the shit out of that guy. Proud of you.
large area where time is extended and I can't get out.
I did pistol whip him. He got caught. I got him.
I would rather have more time. You can't get time back. As long as I can dip in and out of having this.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. Oh, I do like that though.
Rice what vegetables or rice with spam?
Make it count.
Rice with vegetables or rice with spam? Rice with spam.
Inbound.
I'll say spam. I recently started in the past year. Normally it's
Don't try and revive me. Just survive.
Fire sales over.
20 set. Oh
Adjusting
god, that's a long
Is
time.
he gonna get got?
He's in this area, which is kind of alright, I guess, because there's a lot of like divots and stuff that you can kind of go. I mean, if you go underneath, if you stay above it, it gets
You're
a
more
bit
likely to
difficult.
get. He's gonna get
Or
dicey.
buttermilk pancakes with syrup and bacon.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Right, yeah.
Get ready. You're redeploying.
Starting to now French toast with chocolate syrup and blueberries, or blueberries with buttermilk pancake. French toast with chocolate syrup and blueberries. Don't like it. Like,
Oh no! Oh god!
Instant karma.
That was hilarious!
Instant karma.
I should have pistol whipped him, but I was like, he's right there. I'll take him out.
We got rocked. Look at that fool. Oh, that's vile. Hi, Leo. How you doing?
How you doing, Leo?
How you doing, Leo? Lovely to have you here. Horrendous.
Oh, was it? It was going to be a live-action hybrid.
And introduce humans. Wow. Horrible. You're right. Horrible concept.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, so it could have been way worse, right? You're right. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, that's atrocious. That is atrocious.
Then again, I guess from their perspective, they're going to be thinking,
what terrible ideas.
Wait a minute. Like, we haven't had a mainstream kung fu film in a while. We could take the Karate Kid market share effectively, but now there's a new Karate Kid coming out.
D&D. Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, that's fun. I never played that, you know. It's always something I wanted to.
Yeah,
but
get into.
I'm too much of a loner that like I don't have enough friends to like create a D&D game.
Yeah.
You need like 4, 5, 10 people. It's like I have like you,
yeah,
older sister, and like 1 or 2 people who are like actually like friends.
Yeah, I don't know if I know anyone.
I don't have a lot of friends. In my mind, I know a lot of acquaintances. I know a lot of people. But it's like, no, you're not my friend.
I'm sure there are places you can find D&D.
You guys are closer to
campaigners.
friends to me than like 99% of people I know.
I know it's a very parasocial thing to say, and it can seem kind of manipulative, but genuinely, the way we speak every day, every other day, even if you guys come into the channel and out of the channel, we're chatting so regularly. Yeah, you're absolutely closer to friends than acquaintances. Which puts you on the level of very few people in our lives. Doing good. How are you? We're doing good, my guy. Thanks for asking, Leo. Glad to hear you're doing well. You have a good one, Pete. Yeppers, you can do it with only 4, and everyone I do it with is online.
Oh, right.
Okay. That's good to know. You have a good one, my guy. I hope your campaign, do they call them campaigns? D&D campaign?
I think it's just story.
Game story? I hope your story goes really well.
Campaign, you're right.
Have fun. Enjoy it.
Salad with bacon and hash browns or fried chicken sandwich.
Peach said, but there was stuff in the behind the scenes that hints that there was a way better movie in there that was chopped down by higher ups. That's the worst.
Classic. That's classic right there.
That's
standard procedure.
It is.
Standard protocol.
That's horrible. I hate it.
As horrible.
It's horrible. I hate it.
Yeah, she hates it.
Yes, it is a campaign. Night, guys. You have a good
one. Night.
You have a good one, my guy.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, early.
I mean, people get drunk all over the world, so like it's applicable everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Dragon Hair says creamy tomato pasta with burrata or chicken spaghetti with melted cheese. Tomato pasta with burrata. Absolutely yes.
You'd like some burrata, would you?
Yes. Egg salad with bacon and hash browns or fried chicken sandwich. I love.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That can sometimes make you ponder what could have been and what should. Then you wonder where the story was and what was taken out to make it like this as opposed to what it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I could have a superpower, actually, this is a very specific one that for most people would be like, that's useless. I would like to be able to watch a film and be able to know every version of the script.
No, I don't want that. That's too much. You know what? That's too much thinking. The doctor will say you're thinking too much.
I would want
too much thinking.
I feel like that would be upon my choice. Whether if I want to find out, I'd just be able to mentally know it.
If I could get one thing back that used to be there all the time that's gone away in the industry, I would want directors and actors commentary coming back.
Oh, I love that.
I mean, it is hilarious.
It's great.
Listening to these people while you're watching the movie,
watching the film, and they're like, "You'll never guess what happened
They're just speaking over it as it's going on.
Look at that look he's giving.
Whoa! Oh, are you kidding? No, but the thing is, 90% of the time, it's not that. It's just, do you remember what happened when we shot that on that day? That. Oh, can you believe we actually managed to do this?
Yeah.
It's like, this was so stupid.
Guys,
like,
this day was such a hot day. We were sweating in those suits. You can't see it.
One of my favourite commentaries is Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, yeah.
It's hilarious. It's so good. I probably actually watched the commentary with the movie more than I've watched the movie on its own.
Really?
Yeah. I've watched the movie on its own twice. I think I've watched the commentary 3 times.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, because it's just hilarious. It's
Might
Kurt
have to.
Russell, and
might have
it's just
to.
an absolute joke listening to them go over the movie and just
Thing is,
ripping it.
like, do you think that will ever come back? Because at the time it was because of DVDs, right? They'd be like, oh, this is the Blu-ray DVD with director and actor commentary, and there'd be a secondary disc for that. Hey, Donald, how you doing?
Donnell,
How you doing? Glad to have you here. Whereas now, because of streaming, you know, Blu-ray sales aren't there.
Yeah.
There's no reason to have these guys sit down for extra hours of time and money.
This is Call of Duty Warzone. We're going around, you know, brapping people, as they say. Brap, 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 brap.
This guy.
I mean, Matt Damon actually talked about it on Hot Ones.
Oh yeah.
The Hot Wings show.
Yeah. With
And
Sean
he
Evans.
talked about how the movie industry's changed, and it's like, yeah, we are aware of this, and I'm sure some of you guys are aware of this as well. But 90% of people have no idea how much the shift to streaming actually affected the general money production side of the studios, and how when a movie would come out and have its DVD release or Blu-ray release, if it didn't make money in cinemas, there was a good chance it was going to break even just from that, let alone the distribution rights on television, internationally, all those things. So when that went away, that was potentially, you know, between $20 and $100 million of additional revenue just from DVD sales. Depending on the success of the movie in cinemas and what it did in sales. You know, there are movies that have hundreds of millions in DVD sales.
I think Avatar, Inception.
Yeah, it's ridiculous the amount of money some of these things have made just on those productions.
And then with streaming, that's just been removed entirely.
Yeah.
Most generally across the whole world.
Yeah.
And so now the stress is now to have people going into the cinema if it gets a cinema release. And of course that money is split between the studio and the cinema. Generally, on average around the world, it's about 50-50.
Yeah.
Right? When you consider
40,
Europe is slightly
60,
different.
50-50, depending on
average,
what
we'll call it 50-50, right? So you look at that and it's like that pressure has gone up, and yet budgets are still generally too high. It's like this would have been the time to pull budgets down, knowing you're not going to be making your DVD's income. But somehow they've just gone up.
Yeah, they've gone up. And they've got more bloated.
Yeah.
But I feel like there might be a
There's
pullback now.
There is a shift.
And the thing is, I think it may have been Spielberg who talked about this 10 years ago, 15 years ago. And he was just really early with it. Because he thought it was going to happen in 2010, 2013, 2014, around then. Where he said, you know, it's going to be soon where these movies just start flopping. And they're big budget movies. They've had a lot of money spent on them. And it's going to alter cinema again away from the mega spending of making a $250 million movie. It was probably because of all of the superhero stuff, and he doesn't like that stuff generally. And they're the most successful movies in the world up till like 2 years ago.
Yeah, they really
It's the most successful genre in the history of entertainment.
Look at the money side of how much money was made in box office for those films across the board. It's crazy. Crazy numbers.
So he probably wanted it to fail to some degree, so that his types of movies and other creative endeavors could get made without the stress. But the only way that happens is if you reduce budgets, because you can't take a risk on a random movie with a $200 million budget. It's just not going to happen.
It's not feasible.
But then maybe you can divvy that up and say, you know what, we're going to make 3 $80 million movies or $70 million movies. The problem is you need the money to come in on the box office side of things, otherwise you're losing money nonetheless. So maybe the actual idea is to make $20, $30 million movies.
So really what you're really pushing for is like a Blumhouse model, where you're getting the fewer movies
that's the Blumhouse, baby.
Where they have, I don't know, maybe 10, 12 movies a year generally, something like that.
They make a good amount of movies.
Maybe eight or so a year. And maybe half of them will be quite cheap.
Yeah.
And a couple of them will be a little bit high, and there'll be 1 or 2 that they've clearly spent their money on.
Yeah, so generally they'll have most movies they make under 5 million. They'll have a couple at between 10 and 20, and they might have one
or 2
that might be 30 plus.
And they know the 30 plus is going to be the one, as far as they're concerned, that's going to hit.
Well, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it's one of the cheaper ones.
Sometimes the 31 doesn't hit, and they lose money on the 30.
But across the board, 1 or 2 of the year will be making all that money back and more, so that they can produce more films next year and the year after. They're spreading their bets really evenly and keeping their costs about as low as possible to make sure that they can keep making money and then keep making movies.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to have to continue. because they've had some crazy hits.
Yeah, they've had mega
huge,
hits.
and the ones that do
hits.
hit are like, oh no, we're great. The books are looking great for a long time now. We can now take those risks, and we had this director say they need an extension. We can give them that.
Yeah.
We can afford to give them that.
We can give them that extra 10% that they want. Yeah.
Right, and that's the way you have to structure your business. Otherwise, the business closes, and then
Yep.
you can't make any more films.
Yep.
Right, and the industry gets even smaller.
Yep.
It's a small industry to begin with.
It is very small.
Sorry, another deep dive there. Quick deep dive. Momentarily hocus or pocus? I would say
Hocus.
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 Peach said, I do know some things that were taken out, but that's spoiler territory. Thank you for not saying. We got all these behind the scenes info from a co-director.
Oh, good. You got your computer back. Good job.
Yes.
Because he handed it in to get sorted out.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Said that. Yeah.
What's happening to playing God of War brother and sister gaming duo?
It's kind of up in the air because I think Kingdom Hearts won the poll.
It did win the poll.
As far as I can tell from. Well, that was I only checked it. Maybe God of War's come ahead.
Might have shot ahead. You don't know.
And the only reason we're so back and forth on this is because a lot of people wanted God of War, but Kingdom Hearts somehow got votes.
Yeah, somehow.
Somehow, Palpatine returned. Oh god.
Didn't even believe that line when he was delivering it.
That's a good point, Donald.
He's okay. I'm not playing. I'm just chatting.
Nonsensei can't play. I used to be a lot better when I used to play a lot. I'd say I'm just below average now, but I'd like to think there was a period of time where I was actually not a burden on the team. Now I feel I'm a burden on the team. Whichever team I'm on, I'm I'm sorry, I know I'm not good enough because I've not practiced enough.
Well, that means you need to get back. Either stop playing and don't be a burden.
No, because the only way you get better is by doing it.
So then don't play then. Because if all you're going to be is a burden, if you're
but then
not
I have to get to a point where I'm good enough to not be a burden anymore, right?
Can you play solo? On your
but
own?
It's different.
Oh, it's not. See, you need the
dynamic. When you're playing in 1s or 2s or 3s or 4s, every 3s and 4s are very similar, but 4s and 2s are very different. 3s and 1s, it's not the same type of game. You have a different strategy, you have a different structure to the game.
Okay, I see. Speaking of which, Sony is doing a PS exclusive games bracket on Twitter with all the Spider-Man games, all Last of Us games, Ghost of Tsushima. But the final match ended up being between God of War versus God of War Ragnarok.
Oh, right.
Really? Wow. See, Peachy, from way back when, on the live stream being like, so God of War. God of War, guys. What actually happened with the poll?
It was quite a while ago.
Dragon Friend says movie or theatre? I would say right now in my life I would say movie, but in the future it could be theatre.
It's widened.
Oh, what, the gap?
Yeah.
Has God of War
There's a 3% gap now between Kingdom Hearts and God of War. It was 1% last week, and I saw it at 2% a few days ago. So now it's at 3%.
So more people have been coming in to vote.
I guess. 45% Kingdom Hearts, 42% God of War, 13% Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
See, it feels wrong because we do the DD.
We do direct democracy, right?
Whatever you say on the poll, we do, and we did the poll, and it's Kingdom Hearts.
And that has 276 votes on it, right?
Poll we've ever done.
No, we've had polls that have 1,000 votes almost.
Really?
Yeah. You just don't know because you don't look at anything. But we did another poll basically saying should we do a repoll, and that poll got 100 votes or 90 votes, and I thought that's not enough votes to discount. The idea of doing a repoll, it doesn't make sense because almost 200 people voted on this poll. What if on the repoll only 100 people vote? Then it's
suddenly that can't discount this previous one that's got so many, and people are clearly still voting.
Yeah, because it was 43, 44, 43 or 40, 42, 43 just a couple days ago.
So it's still shifting in flux, but there is a clear winner here.
There's become a winner out of nothing.
We want you guys to play the God of War games. They are so good story-wise. No. I told your sister the other day I finally got my computer back last Sunday from Best Buy. Yes! So brother, I'm letting you know I got it back. I feel so homeless without it. You know, I get that. That's sort of when you're without something and you feel kind of naked somehow. Even though like your clothes and everything's fine, there's this like level of comfort that disappears when this item or this thing is no longer there.
Yeah.
I definitely do understand that. He says, me asking you to play God of War was the first thing I ever said in chat other than, hi, I'm doing good. You're right, you're absolutely right. I think you mentioned this the other day. Yeah, and look, I get it. I do. Where are all the Kingdom Hearts people coming from? Oh, Narendra used to make videos about Kingdom Hearts, maybe called reactions to Kingdom Hearts when the games were coming out, like 5-6 years ago. And some of the old-time subscribers, the oldies, the goodies, are Kingdom Hearts fans, and sure, they're not the most vocal on the channel, or maybe active on streams and stuff, but they're the ones who've been voting. They saw, oh wait, Kingdom Hearts, you might play Kingdom Hearts, click, and then we've been getting comments being like, oh, if you play Kingdom Hearts, I'll watch.
I think I might watch it.
I remember reading a comment being like, I haven't checked in on the channel in a long time, but like, if you play Kingdom Hearts, I'll watch. It's like, well, you voted, and we do direct democracy, and technically that, you won. But I feel split somehow, even though I shouldn't. Because we want to be fair about it. Yeah, it's a bit of a conundrum, which is why we're playing Call of Duty right now. I mean... Someone says it's exciting for the 2 games I'm about to get next week. Alone in the Dark. Gonna pick up my copy from Best Buy on Friday. The Rise of the Ronin will be delivered from Amazon.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Which of the 2 are you most excited for? Between the 2. Which one are you thinking, well, that's the one that I think I'm gonna really love? Well, that's the one when I watched the trailer or gameplay, or potentially you were like, that's it. This is the one for me. Time or travel? Time? Question mark? I think. Can't say for certain.
Holly or wood?
Holly or wood? Holly. I am a Christmas person. Even though it's spiky and sharp. Still Holly.
Alright, your squad's in the safe zone.
I'm excited for both games, but really excited for
I'm
Rise
excited
of
for
the Ronin.
both, but really excited for Rise of the Ronin. I have heard of this, I don't know much about it, but I've heard
God of War still put up a
murmurs.
great fight for something you have had nothing. Easter every day, Halloween every day, or Christmas every day.
Peach says, yeah, well, it has its advantages because you've accumulated the Kingdom Hearts fans. God of War was a great fight, something you've played before, so I take that as a W. Well, very respectable.
Watch your fire! I got you.
We know how fun those games are. Huge, huge. That's why it's really intrigued by it.
Well, people say I'm surprised.
No, people say that. I respect that Kingdom Hearts won out because of the accumulated Kingdom Hearts fans you've got, and that, you know, God of War did put up a good fight considering you don't have a base of God of War particular fans, right? Even though some of you guys are God of War, you're not here for the God of War content on the channel compared to the Kingdom Hearts fans who were here for the Kingdom Hearts content on the channel. Easter every day,
Remaining operators from that squad.
Halloween
Hunt
every
them
day.
down.
I think it's Christmas and Easter
Experience
could be
boost
every day,
inbound.
so it would have to be Halloween. Would you rather eat a salad or drink soup? Drink soup. Very Adam Driver there. I couldn't get a deep enough voice. Good soup. I would say drink soup. I get cold a lot, so drinking hot soup is nice. But then again, it could be a gazpacho, it could be a cold soup. I wouldn't choose that, but it could be. So there are options if I got bored. Kingdom or Hearts? Hearts. I choose Hearts.
I am back.
Dark Tiger! Lovely to have you, my guy.
How you doing,
He's
Dark
back.
Tiger?
DT!
DT!
That's nonsense. They said DT!
DT!
Design technology, let's go!
When you're in school in the UK, depending on your school, you'll take a class called Design Technology, and on every, timetable, it's written as DT. So when I call you DT, know that I'm calling you Dark Tiger, not Design Technology.
It's like woodshop in America, or like workshop.
Yeah, workshop, woodshop, basically.
Oh, well, Ramadan Kareem.
Feeling great? I'm glad to hear you're feeling great. Good for you. Good for you, my guy. Bing or go?
I like IT.
Go. Go. I do not like Bing. Bing somehow has yet to improve their service after like 15 years. Bing is still going, doing Bing things.
Bing doing bing. Bing bong.
Bake a pizza or bake a
Bing
cake.
bong.
Oh,
Thank you.
I can't look at
Ramadan
laptop
Kareem
too
beaming
much.
face with smiling eyes.
Experience boost active.
Indeed, Ramadan Kareem. Call me DT, I like it. Very good. Very good. I'm glad you approve of the nickname. Would I rather bake a pizza or bake a
All
cake?
squad
Bake a cake.
members are in the safe zone.
I love baking cakes. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it when we do it. When we do bake, more often than not, it turns out surprisingly okay. Because we're often like hodging it together, just throwing the kitchen sink at it, and it can work out. In recent times, it's worked out. Dino or Thor? Dino, like dino nuggets. I've never tried a dino nugget, I just see them in the shop. Dino nuggets. What would you rather have? What would you rather
drink
bake?
melted ice
Pizza
cream
or
or eat
cake?
cold fries? We'll be watching either way.
Would I rather
So it will
drink
be a long,
melted
frustrating
ice
wait for
cream
God
or
of
eat
War.
cold fries?
But it will be
Drink
worth
melted
it,
ice cream.
unless if you don't enjoy the game.
I could do that. I could absolutely do that. That reminds me
Have you watched
of
the Last Airbender Netflix series
there
completely?
was one time where Ryan Gosling was preparing for a role, and for the role he saw this character in a very particular light. And at the time, when you think of Ryan Gosling, he's been ripped for most of his adult career. He was like, for this role, I see, dad bod, but more on the older sense of the dad bod, where, I've gained a good amount of weight, and I'll turn up set, and I'll have a certain look. And to do that, which was his plan, not the director's plan, it's his plan,
I choose steak and I choose
he
melted
would
ice cream. I love melted ice
leave
cream.
ice cream out, wait for it to melt, and just like drink melted pints of ice cream. And then he turned up on set having gained a very good amount of weight, like 60 pounds. And the director was like, Brian, what have you done? I was like, I put the character in this way. And the director was like, no. I wanted you the way you were. Why have you gained 60 pounds? Like, no, I thought this character, this dad, he would have this sort of body, this would be the physicality. And the director, I think it was Peter Jackson, was like, no.
He fired him.
You're fired. You've gone off the rails. This is not what I wanted as a director.
It's not what we signed up for.
We signed up for that Ryan Gosling. I did not want drinking melted ice cream Ryan Gosling. And the role went to Mark Wahlberg instead. It was Lovely Bones.
Resurgence window is ending.
So yeah, melted ice cream reminds me of that story. He was like, yeah, I've been drinking melted ice cream for this role. Like, not something I normally do. I've been doing it for this role.
Why have you done
What
that?
have you done? Why have you done this, Ryan?
Gas is moving.
That makes me think of that. Peach says, I will be watching either way. It will be a long and frustrating wait for God of War, but I think it will be worth it unless you don't enjoy the game. I imagine that happens. Imagine if that happens after all this build up. I will say I have seen clips of God of War because it's such a well publicised game in streams so often that I think we will be enjoying that game. I hope so at least. Though I do know you guys said that some of these side quests are particularly difficult, so maybe it'll be like one of those main story games,
yeah.
not the side quests. We're not going to be platinum yet like Hogwarts Legacy. Maybe that's not on the cards, but that's okay, right? Dark Tiger asks, have you watched Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix series completely? Yes, we have.
Made a review on it.
We did make a
episode one
review.
Didn't do an overall.
We didn't want to do an overall review
Just
because
didn't
it
love
felt like
We were just gonna shit
it would
on it.
seem it would seem like we were just talking shit about it for no reason, even though we would have had reason. But it feels kind of wrong when you make reviews. I feel bad making reviews and not having much good to say about it. It feels, you know, it's not a very nice thing to do. So when we don't have anything good to say, normally for something...
No, because we are very passionate about it, so we would have just gone really extreme, as opposed to just being like, oh, it's just not up for us, it's just not good, this and this and this, and it wasn't really making sense for us.
It would have
story
piled up, and the good that we would have had to say about it, which we do have some good things to say about it, would have been terribly outweighed by all the bad things. And I don't want to make videos like that. It feels... If you got nothing good to say, don't say it all, you know?
To a degree. I think you should still voice your opinion.
But we talk about it on stream and stuff.
There's no point just ripping it and having no positive on it, because we're just going to have that opinion, which is...
We didn't enjoy it, yeah, generally.
Vehicle marked.
No, you're going to miss out, aren't you? I was waiting to take that until the... Blew it up, you absolute idiots!
What a waste of a resource there.
Because none of these people know how to bloody fly it, because I'm sure none of these people
drive. I choose cake and I choose melted ice cream. I love melted ice cream. I can appreciate that. I don't normally engage in melted ice cream. I normally like my ice cream when it's still like frozen and cold. But I can see why melted ice cream is basically like a milkshake. Basically what it is. Peach says only one of the side quests is extremely hard, so not all of them. Okay, I can appreciate that. The use of extremely hard though tells me it's going to take me many streams to get through that one side quest. Considering I'll walk in the wrong direction on the map. That's who I am. The map says go in this direction. I turn this way. Horrendous.
I felt like the last airbender the key fighting were good. The past Zuko.
Net or flicks? Net.
They felt like good.
I felt like Avatar and Zuko, Filed Ozai, Iroh and Zuko. They felt like good casting. They surely did act. Others were amiss. Yeah, I think I would agree with you on the most part. Zuko, I really enjoyed his performance. Iroh became more and more believable. Sokka, very believable. Ozai, Daniel Day-Kim was doing what he could. I didn't like his introduction of the character. I think it would have been better for them to leave Ozai and Azula out season 1 entirely and then reveal them later on. Because there was enough to fit in season 1. CGI fights, some of them were really good. Some of them were lackluster. I think it was a little bit spotty generally.
Okay, India, be quiet now.
Okay, go on.
Well, that was my only chance to win. Man, I had a good game. So we came second.
It's better than last time.
Relax, Master, don't stress out.
I'm not stressed.
I'm also excited to got a walk out aside of me. I never knew I had low. But after all the struggle when you finally beat it out. Sigh of relief. Harry or Potter?
I had the high ground. I had the high ground.
That was a deep gulp. That was. It was a deep gulp.
I'm putting the controller down, guys. I don't think I'm getting better than second tonight.
You did good. I know, second sucks. You'd rather be third than second.
Hunger or games.
Second is the worst.
Yeah, because you're that close to the greatness.
I didn't go home empty-handed. Yeah.
Is that a consolation prize?
Yeah, I guess so.
I hate consolation prizes.
Yeah.
It's like a participation prize. I don't like those either.
Yeah, I don't like the silver medal. Give me the bronze. At least then I know I definitely wasn't good enough.
Oh yeah, because with bronze it's like, well, I got something. Like, I made the podium.
Yeah.
I just about made it. Whereas with second it's like, no, I just missed out. I just missed out on gold. There's a different perspective, isn't there?
It's all about mindset, you know?
It's the mental.
It's all, oh yeah, that's what Kevin Hart says about the mental, isn't it?
Mental.
Yeah, certain people just call it the mental. Yeah, as opposed to mentality or... Yeah.
Peachy says, there is a side quest in God of War that brought out a side of me that I never knew I had.
Oh.
But after all the struggle, when you finally do beat it, that feeling is unmatched. It's just pure happiness and a sigh of relief.
Well, I didn't...
It's not what you're having
that
right
wasn't
now.
a sigh of relief from me.
That's about what we were talking about earlier. That isn't a happy laugh. It's not a happy smile. It's a grimace.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy, I promise.
It's a grimace.
I'm very happy, boy. I'm very happy. Please. Please. Happy.
Believe me.
I'm happy. Yeah, guys, maybe we'll just chat for like 10-15 minutes.
We can chat.
Whatever questions or
We've been streaming
thoughts.
for 2 hours and 10 minutes now.
Yeah, maybe we'll just
Chat for a little bit longer.
Supposed to start another game. Whatever you guys wanna throw
Chat about.
out there, I'm good with it as long as it's not too
Raucous.
yes. Don't go off overboard, you know. Don't throw us off the ship.
No, please.
Okay.
After Narendra's opening.
What was the opening?
Of the stream.
What happened?
Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho.
Trying to get us got online.
Stromboli Gingino. What? Stromboli?
That's an I don't know there. That's what that
I
is.
said I don't know, is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's what that is. Come on, boys. If anyone wants to talk about anything in particular. Oh, Peachy says, I remember when I beat that side quest, my hands were shaking. Would like to see either Nonsensei or Narendra at least try to take on that side quest on a stream after you're done with the main story. Now, I would like to think that I would give it a go, and I wouldn't give up. But in all likelihood, I would start to get so frustrated that Narendra would be like, just hand me the controller. And then he, in all likelihood, would get it done very quick compared to me. Because he would have learned from my mistakes when I was doing it. And then with his inbuilt knowledge, you know, the knowledge of all the hours he has played games, he would be more than sufficient to get it done very, very quickly. And I'd be happy because we'd have moved on from that difficult situation, but I'd also be annoyed that I didn't do it myself. He's giggling, he giggles, because he knows it's true!
I know it's true.
I know it. Dragon Trainer says, mind or set?
Mind or set?
Mind? Question mark. I think.
Harry or Potter? Not even the pros of pros have struggled on that side quest. That side quest is famous for being extremely hard and annoying.
Also ask Harry or Potter? Potter.
Potter.
It just makes me think of Draco Malfoy being like, Potter? Potter. Exactly. Peter says, nah, even the pros of pros have struggled on that side quest.
Oh god.
That side quest is famous for being extremely hard and annoying. Why do you want to see me do it then?
Because they want to see like the 23
struggle.
hours that it will take you.
No! No! Hunger or games? Games. Why would I be choosing hunger? Why choose hunger? Wait, did you guys decide on the food?
Percy or
Between
Jackson.
KFC and McDonald's. I think it was McDonald's. I don't think we got any. I don't remember any reference to KFC. Percy or Jackson? Percy.
Tree or house.
Both just turned to look at each other just then. Tree or house? House.
Would you rather eat
House
homemade meals or fast
over a
food for
tree.
every single meal?
Yeah. I must say.
Maybe either of you will surprise us and do it the first try. You never know.
Would you rather eat homemade meals or fast food for every single meal? I would say homemade meals. But that we're expecting a quality when I say homemade meals. Not my quality. Way better than my quality. Peach says maybe either of you will surprise us and do it in the first try. You never know. See, I can
Would you rather
hear.
forever eat your least favorite
I can
food
hear
or drink your
the.
least favorite drink?
Maybe technically we have a chance. It would have to be a glitch or a fluke by the way you're talking about it, but don't discount it. You're right. Dragon Trainer says, would you rather forever eat your least favourite food or drink? Forgive me. I'll rephrase. I'll put the pause in the right place. Would you rather forever eat your least favourite food or drink your least favourite drink? My least favourite food is Brussels sprouts.
Ryan or Gosling?
My least favourite drink is like beetroot juice. I would rather eat Brussels sprouts than drink beetroot juice. So I suppose eat the food. I'd get used to it. But the beetroot juice, I don't think I'd ever get used to that. Ryan or Gosling? This is an I'm just Ken moment.
I'm just Ken. Anywhere else
I'd be a 10.
Is it my destiny?
Hogwarts.
I don't know. All I know is that line.
Yeah, I just
that
don't
first
know.
line.
Never seen the movie.
No.
No, so like, I don't.
But that Oscars viral moment kind of went everywhere, right? Hog or warts? Hog. Who's choosing warts? Why would I choose warts? That sounds like disease.
Yeah, hog all the way.
Yes.
Cruise or ship?
Cruise
Day or
or
night?
ship? Ship. I don't trust cruises.
Don't want to cruising now.
All I hear about cruises is people getting very sick. They're constantly being viruses. Or there's that like 9-month cruise that I'm hearing for the past 2 months has had like drama on TikTok. I've heard references to it where there's basically a cruise going on and there's like a VIP access, and then too many people became VIP access members of this 9-month cruise. So then they had to make a VVIP, and then those VVIPers, there became too many VVIPers, so then now they've made it like a VVIPers, and people are being annoyed that they're being excluded from something they've paid for, and there's like people getting on, rather than people actually confronting other people and saying, look, I've got a problem with what you're doing here, they're going on TikTok to complain, knowing that they're going to be on a ship with them for the next 6 months. Can you imagine, Bea? Can you imagine being on a cruise
I wouldn't want
with for 6 months with other people and then deciding to, rather than go and have a discussion about the issues you're having, you go on TikTok and then everyone is just going on TikTok and airing dirty laundry. Like, what are you doing? I've not watched any of these videos, I've just heard about it, and it's just like, yeah, confirming I would never ever get on a cruise. It's just not for me. Day or night? I prefer night. I'm a night owl. Would you rather eat something spicy or bitter? Spicy. I don't like bitter things. No. When I think of bitter things, I think of there's a couple of Indian traditional cuisine dishes that are made of like bitter gourd and stuff. You have to have so much sugar in that dish to make it palatable to me. It's better I just don't eat it. It's better I just don't eat it. I'd much rather have something spicy.
Yo.
Basketball, Bea, or ball?
Basketball, I
Basketball?
guess. Don't know what I'd do with the other ball.
Would you rather have a 3-month summer break from home forgive me, a 3-month summer break at home, or a 1-week holiday in your dream destination?
Is my 3 months, do I get money in the 3 months? Am I good?
Well, it's a summer break.
So, yeah, but is it
funded?
Is it funded? Is it paid for?
I don't think Dragon's thinking that deep.
Well, if the 3 months is paid for, then I'm taking the 3 months at home.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It could be the most expensive, lavish holiday in the world.
Yeah.
The holiday for a week could cost actually at £50,000.
Yeah, but the rest of the 3 months
Yeah.
is totally different from the rest you can conceivably get in a week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dragon Trainer said, sorry, I meant basket or ball.
I thought so.
So what's your
I'll
answer?
take ball in that case.
Ball, alright. Yo or yo-yo?
Oh.
Yo-yo! He does come into the video sometimes saying yo-yo. And I see he's a man out of time.
Home or work?
Home or work? Home. Home. Home! It must be home.
Would you rather do homework all summer long, or cut down summer holidays to 1 week only? Would you rather go on an adventure trip or a luxurious holiday?
Do homework all summer long or cut down summer holidays to 1 week only? I'd say homework all summer long, because I could get homework done quickly.
Skateboarding or bike riding with your friends?
I could get it done wrong. I could just not get it done. There's 3 options here. I could get it done really, really quickly and just blitz through it real quick and then have the rest of the time to myself. I could not get it done. And then the onus is on me, and I can just enjoy the summer holidays. Hi, Carlos. Carlos, Larry, lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining. We're currently doing like a bit of a Q&A, so to speak. If you have anything you want to chat about, you can. I'll try and answer your questions. If you pose them nicely. Would you rather go on an adventure trip or a luxurious holiday? I wouldn't call myself much of an adventurer.
Also, I think Kingdom Hearts also has an advantage over people who have played neither.
I think I would have to say,
they have seen
actually, no, maybe adventure would be good for me. Adventure. Better to get outside of comfort zone, you know. You subscribed. Thank you so much, Carlos.
Carlos is a G, man. Carlos the guy.
Carlos from way back when?
Carlos is the guy, man.
From when?
No, I'm saying he subscribed.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you.
Sorry, NarendraTheComic was just giving me... No, Carlos is the guy. Carlos is an OG. That's what I was receiving from him. Being like, oh, really? I feel bad for not knowing.
He's throwing us up.
I do. No, truly,
That's
Carlos.
lad-like behaviour.
Truly, Carlos. I'll give you a heart. This is the heart. I appreciate it. Very much. Very much appreciate. There we go. Skate or board?
Skate.
I knew he was going to say skate. I was going to say skate.
I play this game.
Oh, you play this game? Narendra just finished off his gaming. His campaign.
When did I finish?
He finished second. Second. No, he's finished second. And before that, he finished fourth? Fifth?
There was a fourth.
There was a fourth.
There was a fifth.
And there was a sixth.
Every
An eighth? Yeah, and he became second. Very good. Do you normally play with just yourself, or with 2 people, 3 people, or 4 people? Question, because I've just found out you can play with varying amounts of people. I'm not the one who plays, I'm the one who talks. PG says, but yeah, I also think Kingdom Hearts had the advantage over people who've played neither. I know some people in the chat said they haven't played either, but they voted Kingdom Hearts. Either because they've seen Narendra make videos on them before, or because Kingdom Hearts is more appealing of a name than God of War. Oh, that's possible. Yeah. That is possible. Kingdom Hearts does sound more friendly than God of War. I'll give you. You're probably right there. Dragon Trainer asks, would you rather travel to a new country every summer vacation, or get an extra 3 weeks of summer break? Extra 3 weeks of summer break, because eventually you'll be running to very dangerous countries potentially. Soon enough. Would I? Oh, it's got sent twice. No problem. Carla says 4 people and 3 sometimes 2 people. Which do you prefer, Narendra?
What?
How many people do you normally? What size of team do you play in normally?
Squad.
Squad.
I'd probably say I prefer with 3s and 4s.
3s and 4s.
Than with 1s and 2s.
Why?
Yeah, I think 3 is actually the best number to go with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can actually maintain control of a group in some way.
Yeah, you can actually. If someone goes off and does their own stuff, 4 can be a bit too many people.
Right. I see.
It can make it a bit difficult to control.
Could have a bit roguish behaviour.
Team, yeah. 3 is a lot easier. 3 is a lot easier.
Carlos asks, would you rather play soccer or hockey?
What type of hockey?
Field hockey.
Right, that's the one I used to play in school.
Right.
Right now, if I was to pick up one,
you'd probably say soccer, wouldn't you? Say football.
No, I'd say hockey.
You'd say hockey.
Yeah, because the thing with hockey is I was good at hockey. I wasn't good at football. But the thing is, when I go to the park in the summer and I play with people and I just kick about, people think I'm really good, and I'm like, what?
I wasn't first team, boys.
I wasn't even second team. I wasn't even third team when I was in school. I just loved playing. I'm not good.
Right.
But when I'm just mucking about in the summer in the park, playing football once in a while, people think I'm good. I'm like, are you missing this? You're missing this.
You know what? You should tell these people. You should call up my old coach from high school. Yeah. And be like, why didn't you play Narendra?
Indy wasn't even in the squads for the football stuff. I wasn't.
It is very competitive here, I will say, specifically for football. Like every young boy here
wants to be a footballer.
Yeah. It's entrenched in British culture. So
indeed,
your chances of making the team go down compared to hockey, where a lot of people are like, I've never played hockey, I don't really know what to do.
Yeah.
Whereas even if you'd never played hockey, you were willing to give it a go.
No, I played hockey one time and I was like, oh, that's quite fun.
I used to play baseball.
And then I got to secondary school, high school, and it was there, and I went, yeah, I'll do that. But then, because the problem with being in a school sport in the UK is it's not like America, right? In America, it's like, oh, you're on the basketball team. That's the only team you're on. Maybe you're on a track and field team, but that's it.
Yeah.
In the UK, it's so different, where the football team, half the football team are in the hockey team, and the other half are in the basketball team, and all of them in the cricket teams.
Yeah.
So it's like I was in the basketball team, I was in the hockey team, I was in the cricket team, but I was only in the first team. I was in the second cricket team, but I was in the first basketball team, and I was in the first hockey team until I gave up on hockey. Yeah. I was like, it's too bad for my knees, man.
Oh.
And I got wrecked one time, and I was like, no, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. No. I'm putting in too much work, and you aren't playing me. So I was like, no, I'm doing the work. I'm doing the extra runs. I'm doing the extra skill work.
And you're not giving me the time.
I was like, fine. In that case, I'm gone. And I was like, yep, there you go.
Carlos says he used to play baseball. Not a thing here, really, baseball.
No, it's not, is it?
We have rounders, which I guess baseball was
It's
originated
not even
on.
similar, I'll tell you. I used to think baseball was an absolute joke of a sport.
Yeah.
And then I watched the World Baseball Classic.
And you were like, wait a minute.
Whoa, this is flames!
This
is flames! Yeah. Are you kidding?
Yeah, I agree with
I was shocked that I got into it. I went, nah, there's no way. And then I started watching. I went, oh shit. How am I logged in?
I felt the same way about baseball, and then I watched Japanese baseball, and I went, because in Japan, baseball was really big, because it was exported after the war from America, and it's big in universities, and
in Korea as well.
It's big. And I was watching it, and I was like, I could get into this. And I was like, lean back.
Yeah.
Get away from it.
Yeah.
I don't have time for this.
I don't have time.
I can't get into it.
It's one of the most time-wasting sports out there. It really is.
What I thought.
It really is.
That is exactly what I thought.
But I felt the same thing about the NFL as well. Every time the Super Bowl comes around, I'm like, oh, I could watch this. Even though I joke about, it's ridiculous, waste of time.
Advertisements. I'm like, no, I can't give you. You're just giving me ads all day, every day,
non-stop.
Please, give me more. Give me more of them actually on the pitch. Sorry, bit of a rant there. Dragon Trainer asks, would you rather go to a water park or an amusement park? I would say an amusement park. Would you rather run faster than anyone in the world or jump higher than anyone in the world? Run faster seems more useful. Jump higher means I'll only be able to jump maybe a millimeter higher than anyone else in the world. Than the world record, I'd jump a millimeter higher. That's not greatly useful to me. But running faster than the fastest person in the world could be useful if I need to leg it. Oh no, no one's going to catch up to me. Dark Tiger DT says, guys, you must play Detroit Become Human. That might be on the list actually. I'll have to check. You'll have a great experience. Okay. Would we rather go on an adventure trip or a luxurious holiday? I would say an adventure trip. Birthday all year round or Christmas all year round? I think I'd have to say
Christmas all year round. Absolutely.
I would like a festive season all
Birthday
year
all year
round.
round would just be like, I don't like my birthday anyway.
Yeah.
I don't like that day. It
You
just
don't
feels
like that.
weird. Like I've not done anything.
I would say it would be
or
wrong to have
anything.
Christmas all year round though. It would be
Okay.
better for me to have my birthday all year round and my birthday fade into insignificance than Christmas be all year round. Do you see what I mean there?
Yeah.
I'll take that burden. I'll take the burden. Oh, Peach has another marketing message. For God of War. If you play God of War, it will be the first game you've played on stream that won Game of the Year.
Oh really?
Wow.
Yeah, he's right.
That's
Did
wild.
Spider-Man PS4 win Game of the Year?
Maybe.
The first one.
Did the first Spider-Man, when it was released on
Because
PS4,
2
win?
didn't. I know 2 didn't. And Star Wars Jedi
Mm-mm.
Fallen Order didn't either.
Hogwarts Legacy didn't.
No, it didn't either. Maybe. I think Spider-Man 1 maybe didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather listen to an annoying laugh for a whole day or get tickled for 1 hour?
Would I rather visit every country on Earth or go into space?
Ooh.
Well, here's the thing. You're saying... I would say visit every country on Earth, because to visit every country, I know I have to make it out of the country. Go into space. Maybe I don't make it back out of space. This is too open-ended. I'm an optimist, but
Spider-Man
still.
1 unfortunately came out the same year as
A
God of
longer
War.
Christmas break or a longer summer break? Longer Christmas break. Don't love January. So
Which is
let it
who won the
extend a little
Oscars?
bit. Street or sign? I would say sign. Would I rather listen to an annoying laugh for a whole day or get tickled for 1
So,
hour?
yeah, God of War.
An annoying laugh for the whole day. If I got tickled for an hour, I would have a heart attack. I'm not even joking. I'd probably have a heart attack. And no. Do you not agree, Narendra?
Yeah, absolutely.
That one's actually a danger to my health.
You're gonna get got. You're
Yeah.
gonna get yourself.
Right. Compared to listening to an annoying laugh, yeah, I'd get a headache. I'd get maybe a bit annoyed. I'd become terse, but I wouldn't be eliminated because of it. Peach says Spider-Man 1 unfortunately came out the same year as God of War. Any other year it would have done it. Any other year it would have done it. So yeah, God of War, put it down. Right. DT said, did you see who won at the Oscars? Yeah, we saw little bits of it. I didn't watch the whole, what's the word? The whole program for it. Because it was late at night here. So I just waited till the next morning to be like, oh, who won? Who did what? Disney or Plus? Plus, I suppose? Because Disney has been doing great in my books recently, so I suppose I would have to say Plus. Yeah. Odd one, but I'll take it.
Math or science?
Maths or science? Is math science? Maths or science? I'd say science. Science is open-ended, right? Maths is also reasonably open-ended as well. But yeah, I'm not the greatest at maths. I was until I was about 16. Then it all fell apart for me. A lot of people are like that though, so I'm in good company, I'm sure.
Didn't come out in 2018, Spider-Man would have lost. It was a stacked year for gaming.
Peach said though, even if God of War didn't come out in 2018, Spider-Man would have lost. It was a stacked year for
A lot of
gaming.
great games came out that year.
A lot of great games came out that year. I see.
But I think Hogwarts Legacy was the one from last year that was like, oh, it really.
It was the
considering
best-selling
the impact
game.
it had as
Yeah, and
well.
it was a big cultural impact.
Yeah.
What won instead of it?
I can't
I don't even know.
I can't remember what one.
Instead of Game of the Year, do you want me to quickly check? Game of the Year 2020.
Elden Ring.
Oh, it was Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, right.
Right, that was a big game. Huge game. Indeed it was. Oh, Elden Ring.
Food or fight?
Wait, Elden Ring won last year?
No, Elden Ring came out
The year before. Ah, so then Hogwarts Legacy must have come out the year before because it came out in December time, wasn't it? So yeah, you're right, Elden Ring then. I would say High School Dragon Trainer. Food or fight? Food.
I thought it came out
Food.
in 2022.
Came out in 2022. If it did, then it would have been Elden Ring, which also big game. I can appreciate it. Baldur's Gate 3, huge game, been talked about for a long time. Got a lot of people into gaming. And Elden Ring, of course, big game, huge game. I thought it came out in 2022. Sand or Castle? Castle.
NVN 2000.
Oh, it was 2023. So it was Baldur's Gate 3. There we go. Narendra, would you like to pop back on real quick? Please. Please do. Come back.
Come on, you're telling me. I don't want to do it.
No, that was an invitation. It wasn't a direction, it was an invitation. Very different things. Totally different.
Win the lottery and lose everything, or win
Dragon Trainer says,
$10,000
would I rather win the lottery and lose everything, or win $10,000 and slowly invest it over 50 years?
Ooh.
Win $10,000 once and slowly invest it over 50 years, or win the lottery and lose everything? I'd rather win the lottery and lose everything.
How quickly do you lose it?
Right?
Over like 10 years, it's gone?
Or is it over like generations of my family? Yeah, I'd say win the lottery and then lose everything, because you know what, that would just incentivize me to win it back if I wanted it, or maybe it would incentivize me to change my lifestyle, knowing that maybe having all of that wasn't good. Maybe. Water or fall? Water? I need it to live. Uh-oh. Running out of charge. Very much running out of charge.
All you
gotta do
is
call, and I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
You got a friend. I looked up at you like, are you singing? And why did you pick that pitch? No, you just got in. Don't go out. Be careful.
Be careful.
No, genuinely be careful.
Be careful.
Uh-oh.
It would be the first game of the year winner and first rated game on screen. Hear what?
He's doing a stretch and his back just went click, 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 click.
Would you rather work only on holidays?
And I thought maybe the mic just about picked it up. Perhaps not. Would you rather spend the holidays with your family or with 3 celebrities? You can use the celebrities. My family. My family.
Yeah,
I
my
must
family.
say
My family.
Celebrities
yeah,
are cool and all that, but I don't want to spend the holidays with them.
But then again, I spend my whole life with you shits. So maybe I'd rather just like spice it up.
Yeah, and you know what?
Have Christopher Nolan there and J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, you're right.
And yeah.
Yeah, and then you'd offend J.K. Rowling because you're saying her name wrong, and she'd be like, right, I don't like you anymore.
Yeah,
you
you know what I'd say? You know what I'd say?
What would you say?
That's
Joanne,
no,
please.
No, that's how I say it. That's what I'd say. That's how I say it.
So Joanne, please, come back.
The amount of times
Joanne,
people
come
said
back.
my name wrong, yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. So if I say it the way I say it, that's how I said it my whole life.
That's funny. You're funny.
All right. All I'd need is her to one time tell me the way she wants it said, and I'd still do it wrong. I still do it wrong. No, I think at that point I'd correct it.
Peachy says, yeah, none of the Spider-Man games, neither Jedi Fallen Order nor Survivor, none of the Kingdom Hearts games have won Game of the Year, so God of War would be the first. it's also the first Game of the Year winner that is on stream and the first R-rated game on stream.
Wow. I think Peach is doing whatever he can to get us to say, hey, let's do that secondary poll.
I am.
He's doing anything possible.
He's like, look, it's fresh. It's new.
Possible.
It's fresh and new.
The thing is, they both got a lot of votes, right? They both got well over 100 votes.
But then the poll itself had an answer.
Yeah.
And we pride ourselves in doing what the poll says, right? And it feels like if we don't do what the poll says, we're wrong.
Yeah.
We've made a commitment and then we've just reneged on it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I care about our commitment we have to you guys. Like, I'm making videos being like, guys, no streams this week because you expect me to do stream. Like a couple weeks ago, it was like, guys, I'm not going to be streaming this week. Yeah. And I'm sorry. Or made a video being like, guys, the streams are back because I want to tell you guys about it.
Yeah. So you don't like come and it's not there, or you don't come and it is there when you do come most weeks.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like I feels wrong to go back on that, saying, well, we'll do whatever the poll says, and
then
just
we don't do that.
The poll has gone this way or that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I'm good with either of the games, right? The only reason I was leaning towards God of War was because I've played Kingdom Hearts, but you haven't. So then it's an experience for you regardless of that.
And that's how we did it with Spider-Man. Like,
right, and I think that was a good experience playing through that game for you because I was just there as like
a spectator,
just on your shoulder, like yes.
You sound like a devil on my shoulder.
Yeah, I can be the angel.
Oh, the angel.
All right, there we go.
Pick this one.
There we go.
Pick this one.
Yes, yeah. So I feel like it was a different experience to playing some of the other games because obviously I already knew the story.
Yeah.
So I feel this would be very, very in line with that, which was fun in itself, you know. But I didn't expect Kingdom Hearts to actually get the votes it got.
I was expecting Jedi Survivor to be coming second.
And God of War to win.
Yeah.
I thought Kingdom Hearts was going to get like 10%. And then maybe Jedi Survivor get 20 or 30 and God of War get 60.
Yeah.
And it was just none of those things happened.
Flipped the script entirely. Would you rather work only on holidays, they're still holidays, or get holidays off work? Or only get holidays off work. It's like you have to work weekends, is what you're saying.
Oh, okay. No, then I'd
rather...
Yeah, I don't want to work weekends.
I would rather say work on holidays.
Yeah, I'd work on holidays.
And just try to...
power through it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, no.
Would you rather have an eggnog machine instead of a coffee machine at work year round, or have your corporate dress code require ugly Christmas sweaters?
You know,
ugly Christmas sweaters.
That's fun.
You know what? It's a conversation starter. That's the point of the ugly Christmas sweater. So you can converse with people you don't know at the office, right? That's basically the reason for it.
And you can actually say, wow, that's ugly.
Horrible.
And it's a compliment somehow.
Right? Because it's like, you picked the worst option and we're going to clap for you.
Yeah, and you might not necessarily even be talking about the jumper.
Yeah, you look the worst.
Yeah, this is you are ugly as shit right now. It's like, oh yeah, the sweater. It's like, yeah.
The sweater could be in vogue, you know.
Sweaters, you know, yeah.
That's
bad
cheeky.
Sweater.
That's cheeky. Would you rather sled down a big hill or a small hill? A big hill?
Are you sure about that?
I mean, I have to take the risk. I'm on a sled anyway. I might as well make it a big hill. It's like rolling down the hill with the cheese.
Yes, the cheese rolling competitions in North England.
Yeah. Peach says, I've been doing it since day one. I haven't even played God of War.
Huh?
Or watched any... What? I haven't even played God of War or watched any of the Kung Fu Panda movies. I was just hired by Santa Monica Studios and DreamWorks to promote the movie as a passionate fan. You got me, you got him. What a great introductory line.
All this time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Oh, great. Inside or out?
Outside or in?
Horrible. Video or game?
Would you rather fly to your destination or drive to your destination?
Video.
I was going to say video too.
Video. We make videos.
Yeah.
I don't make games. I'm not that good.
Exactly. One day. Would you rather skate on a frozen pond or an indoor ice arena? As long as the frozen pond has been checked, because you have to do a couple of different tests to make sure that it's safe to be skating on. I'd skate on a pond. I don't skate, but I would try at least. Sounds more fun.
Was it working though? You convinced us, Peach. You convinced us that you were not actually working for these studios.
Crazy.
You know.
Crazy.
Are you being serious? I can't actually tell.
He's not being serious.
I can't tell. When there's no audible sound and you can't tell the intonation, it's always hard to tell. Yeah. I would think from the way it is, Peach is pulling on her leg now.
Oh yeah, this is a deep cover.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, this is the influence. You know, this is actual influence right here.
Yeah. Would you rather fly to your destination or drive to your destination?
I'd rather swim there.
Can you please answer the question as required?
Alright, what was the question?
Fly to your destination or drive to your destination?
Can I drive in a boat?
Sure, that's driving.
Okay, then drive. Scuba diving or skydiving? Well, I've never skydived, but I have scuba dived, and I don't think I'd ever want to scuba dive again because I understand the risks now. Risks. So I think I'd actually go skydive.
I'd rather scuba dive. Yeah, I would say scuba diving. I'm afraid of falling from a great height. Why would I skydive? Why would I?
Yeah, but you can skydive with a professional and you being tied to a professional. You can't scuba dive like that, can you?
No, but you've got a buddy system, so I can go with a professional as my buddy.
Yeah.
You're meant to go with a buddy system. That's the safety inbuilt. Rock or climbing? Like the Rock, like WWE.
Or the climbing.
The climb.
I think I'll go with the Rock exactly.
The Rock. I'm joking, or maybe I'm telling the truth. You will never know.
The story will never be finished.
Shooting or star?
Shooting.
I was gonna say star.
I kind of changed my mind on guns, so. Yeah. Call of Duty.
Of course.
Yeah.
Pan or cake?
Cake.
Cake. Robin or Hood? Robin.
Wrestling or boxing?
Ooh! Madam or Web? Madam. Don't like spiders. Can't take web.
Madam.
Iron or man?
Man.
Man. Wrestling or boxing? This is a big one. This is the big one. You might be falling out of good graces with the toy collector if you answer wrong.
Holy moly, this is a tough one. If I could only watch one for the rest of my life, I'm going wrestling.
I knew he was going to say
Even
that.
though boxing is much more...
Yeah.
I mean,
Wrestling, especially with the current sphere of wrestling and the future it could have, and it's likely to have.
Yeah.
I'd say so too. Food fight or balloon fight?
Food Wars.
Food Wars. That's the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Food Wars.
Base or ball?
Base.
Ball.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have my own private military base.
I see.
Quite cool, no?
Winter or summer?
Sure.
Yeah.
Winter or summer?
Spring or fall?
No, stop. Winter or summer? Stop changing the subject.
You know, a few years ago I would have definitely said winter. Now I think I'm saying summer.
Yep. Me too.
Yeah. No, I mean I need it to not be that cold, man.
The cold gets my joints.
Get away from me.
You literally just clutched at yourself.
Get away.
Get out. War or battle?
War, I guess.
I would say battle.
Yeah?
If it can be finished in one battle rather than a war, I would say battle.
I'd just decimate them.
GTA or Call of Duty?
Call of Duty.
GTA.
You never even played GTA.
Yeah, but
You never even played it.
But I can watch GTA gameplay. I can't even watch Call of Duty gameplay.
Okay.
Snow or rain?
Rain. Snow if it's just experiencing the snow and no externalities
just
from the snow.
Yeah.
But if it is, then rain. Yeah.
Rain. Absolutely
Fast
rain.
or slow?
Fast or slow?
Depends on what we're talking about.
Exactly. I would say slow.
Yeah?
Would you rather?
Sometimes you want it fast, though.
I feel like most of the time
sometimes
recently...
it goes too quick, you know?
I feel like most of the time recently, it's moving and blinking and days are passing by. So slow so I can be in the moment a bit more. Would you rather Tor or NATO?
These are getting wild.
Tor
I'm
or
going
NATO?
Tor because it sounds like
Thor.
Yeah, as opposed to NATO, which is like Sharknado. So I'm not.
Sharknado.
All right, lads. Well,
we're nearly at
gonna
3
be.
hours.
What are we at?
I think we're... 2 hours 49 minutes.
Well, we're ending at 2 hour 50-minute, lads. Hope you enjoyed this bit of a random stream.
Been
it was
a
definitely
weird one,
more
but I've
of
enjoyed
a podcast.
Yeah, very
at
much.
the beginning.
Very much so. Giving
And,
podcasts.
it was a change of pace, I would say.
Yeah.
We definitely tried something different there at the start. And maybe it's not the worst thing to do once in a while, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Did
So
you guys
guys,
enjoy it? I hope you
I
did.
hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then tough titties. Sorry.
Guy's just trying to get us banned on YouTube.
Have a good weekend. Eat some damn food.
Yes.
You filthy animals.
Rest well.
Make sure you get some sleep. You get them Z's. You're catching them sheep in your sleep. You're catching them sheep in your sleep. And video tonight. Just know I wasn't happy all day. So you get what you get. I was not too pleased.
It was not.
With the way I was woken up today.
He was not.
That's right. So, see ya. Non-sensei. Word. What is the word?
The word is the word of the
What is the word? The word is skadoosh.